Okay, so welcome to a Pathfinder game with a lot of people at the table. Shock horror. It happens occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
It helps when the child sleeps over at the grandparents.
Always seems to coincide with Pathfinder night when it does.
It does, yeah. I think we've been to like one D&D, and then the rest have all been Pathfinder.
Okay, so we're up to session number 102. And it is season 5, episode 29. Online, we have Mark.
I play Sparky. Nothing I did last session was any cause of any issues with anyone. I deny all knowledge.
At the table today, we have Peter.
Greetings. I am playing Lord Willy One Kenobi. Normally I have a little bit longer spiel that I was going to use tonight, but I left it at home. So I won't. I know.
That's okay. You could always put some of
Disappointment.
your spiel into here and we could, because at the moment we have your titles of Low Blow, Husband of Lady, Rose Kenobi,
Yes.
Hellknight of Sandpoint, Practitioner of the Tiger style, not the Dragon style,
Yes.
Savior of Quest and Margot.
The ever returned. Hater of horses. Maker of good life choices.
We've got most of it.
Yeah, we've got most of it.
The ever returned
Lord on the website now.
Hater of Life Choices.
Maker of good life choices and hater of horses.
Father of Nemo, hopefully you can find her.
Yes. I still hate Jerky the horse.
The big muscly barbarian horse.
Yeah, I wanted to kick my ass last time.
Yes, I can take this horse smack.
It has been an arse, so anyway, yeah.
Yes, it was funny that the horse did manage to come out on top. I wasn't expecting that. I was actually thinking that there might be some of those, animal lovers out there going, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Beating up on horses. But no, it was the horses beating up on players.
The horse was a jerk. That's why I called it Jerky the horse. Jerky by name, jerky by nature. And I wanted to turn it into horse jerky.
And next one up is Josh.
Hello, I'm Josh. I play Parry Hotter, the buffest wizard known to man.
Didn't seem
Found out yesterday that having a slap fight with a monk is a really bad idea.
I thought it was fantastic.
Well,
We did quote the Three Stooges afterwards.
It was hilarious.
it's brilliant. Parry thought he had a bright idea for once, and then immediately got slapped back by the blind monk.
And successfully, mind you.
As did Sparky. For no good reason.
Sparky's had worse.
All that you know is you hit something.
He hit two things.
Well, so you hit two things.
Two with one blow.
Yeah. And they both went, ow.
And they're both different heights too.
I'm currently rewriting most of my spells and trying to figure out where different spells are coming in
Yep.
with the new book.
Because hey, it's always fun to play with new toys and limit the excess number of books we're pulling out from.
Yes.
So, next at the table we have is M.
Hello, I play Druza, Flex One Arm, living up to my name.
Flex missing arm. Sorry, I came up with that today and it was still funny. So. I can call you Fouled Ranger and Flex missing arm. There we go. This is going to be a brilliant couple of Fridays. Way.
Unless it's Flex Lost Arm.
Well,
Where's the
Missing or lost arm. It was pretty much the same thing.
well, I mean,
Oh no, it was Flex no arm. That's what it was.
yeah, Flex no arm apparently. Anyway, yes, we have had quite a interesting turn of events last session where we couldn't see anything and my puppies almost got dragged away and
They did get dragged away.
No, they did get dragged away
And then you dragged me after them.
and I almost made the mistake of running from a battle. And then I dragged Parry into said battle.
Oh, you did drag him, you used him as a soft landing.
Yeah, I
You
just
didn't almost make the mistake. You prayed to your god making the mistake, and your god said,
No.
"You're done." Turn around and go fight the thing.
Yeah, okay, fine.
You didn't almost make the mistake. You.
Well, almost.
You prayed to him as you were leaving. And then he went, hang on a minute.
Hang on a minute, yeah. So, yeah,
Pray
that,
for forgiveness. No,
That
go
turned-
murder the thing, you dumbass.
that turned into a shit fight with the monster, like, absolutely crushing on my dogs. As I beat it to a pulp. And now I gotta try and save my dogs again.
And that brings us to Jeremy.
I'm playing Cordar, the elven, half-human, would-be hero of Sandpoint. Having grown up on the legacies of the Pathfinder Society, trying hard to live up to and help the Pathfinder Society live up to the ideals that he thinks it should be.
Okay, so
And apparently a big slack session, I don't remember much of it.
that's okay. A recap for Jeremy. So you're in this room with a gemstone in the middle of a statue, and we left off with the previous session with Sparky and Willie at the point of Sparky trying to steal it.
Yep.
So of course Sparky steals the statue, and then they move on from it at that point. At which point you find yourself fighting two demons, while a third demon follows along with the party. They couldn't tell the difference between you and a demon.
Right.
And
I was thinking, well, I suppose it's a good thing that Cordar took on 2/3 of the enemies that were coming at us.
Yeah, it was pretty.
And so while that was happening, they set off a fire trap, got caught in a
Twice.
blindness trap, and tied the demon to the end with the puppies.
So I'm hearing a lot of traps. Obviously, Sparky was doing well on the cat fighting business.
Oh no, found the traps.
As I said, doing well on the cat fighting business.
Not on a single trap did he not actually stumble into. And because they were all magical, it made it very hard for him to physically see them.
Oh, we got blinded too, by the way, too.
Oh no, you didn't get blinded, you just had an illusion cast over your eyes that no light could get through. So it wasn't technically blindness, it was something different.
And you can be a torch.
Yep. You've got an illusionary blanket on your head.
But I only covered the eyes. And because not a single person looked back after they ran through the ward that caused it, not a single person coming after knew what was happening. They just thought, well, they say they're blind, let me go through and, oh, I'm blind too. Okay, so something must cause blindness.
We just thought it was magical darkness.
Yep, and they tried to cast light, they tried to do all these other things, and then as they all, there was an insistence that they had tied Cordar to the rope when it was pointed out Cordar hadn't been there. Of course, Cordar was never there because it was a demon. And so they tied a demon to the last two puppies, and it decided it would take the puppies. So while they were going up this stairwell,
Okay, but Cordar's obviously going to get blamed. If they didn't realise it was a demon at the time.
well, your name was not spoken for the entire session until they came in and saw you fighting the two demons.
Right.
And I intentionally didn't say your name, waiting until someone would say, "What's Cordar doing?"
Yeah.
And I would have said, "Who?" So I made that note before because you weren't going to be there. I was going to do something interesting with it. So they were going up this stairwell without rails. It was a spiral stairway with no center, and so they were basically tying themselves 5 feet from each other. So there wasn't a lot of wiggle room on this stairwell.
Yep.
And then the demon didn't want to go up the stairwell, so it pretty much started yanking the poppies. And so we got to the point where Parry was dangling off the edge, and so as Dooza started dangling off the edge as well, Parry cut the rope to let the puppies go. And Dooza decided, yes, I'll let the puppies go after much anguish on her face for that entire session. I could hear it through the mic.
I was also not feeling that great that night. So
And
I was just like, no, not again. Like,
and so prays to Gorum as she's about to leave, and so I point out that, well, if you prayed to Gorum, then Gorum will point out that you'll be cursed by Gorum because you've just prayed as you've retreated from battle, and Gorum doesn't retreat from battle. So went, well, I'm still tied to Parry, so I'll jump off. And so landed face first on the
me.
ground on top of Parrot.
So I'm understanding it's a good thing you tied yourself together for the climb so you could all jump off together.
And
I managed to not come off, and
Yep.
Sparky was.
there was a little shenanigans of who's on first.
Yes.
As not
She wasn't told off, so
as not a
it's
single
nice
person
stuff.
actually knew what it looked like, what was happening. They had no spatial understanding whatsoever, because everything going on kept confusing them. And having a demon mess with their brains at the same time didn't
I
help.
was going to say, you've got a justification for being confused.
I'm always confused.
So they start chasing the demon, set off the traps yet again. Because, hey, why not? It's not as if the demon knew how to reset the traps.
Well,
No.
It's coming along
Got
behind.
caught in the fire trap for a second time.
Yes, that's because Doozer took it for you.
Yeah, I know. So I was happy with that.
The demon didn't have a chance to reset it. And so then she finally catches up to the demon that's got her two poppies, and she sees you in the room having just killed one of the two demons, so you're fighting one-on-one, and she's fighting this one. And then the rest of the party come up and go, well, she's called upon her god, let's just watch. Not even seeing Corda in the middle of a battle for his life. Because, hey, Corda still hadn't been mentioned by anyone but M.
I'll just mention the idea.
Splash doesn't
Hang on.
exist anymore.
So,
Ah.
half the party were happy to go and follow you to a combat in the middle of the arena on behalf of your god. But, oh, hang on, you're fighting for your god, so we'll stand back this time.
Well, you know what happens if we get involved.
But I never did Sandpoint double war.
And so in the middle of it, it kept missing Doozer, so every time it missed Doozer, it punished the poppies.
Yeah, it missed me on like turn 1 each time, and its second action was to like gotta stop my dogs.
Well, okay, if you're going to keep dodging out of the way.
Let's
It's
look
not
what
good, okay?
let's look what happens to your followers if I don't hit you.
That's right.
Probably would have done that anyway if you hit him. But hey,
It just happened to work out that way.
Any difference?
and so by the time Doozer, with the aid of his god, goes in to do a strike, finds that is mysteriously got a second axe floating around as if it's controlled by an arm. Can't see the arm though, but the axe is moving as if it is controlled. And
So Luke's become a cleric and casting spiritual weapon at the same time. Like it.
except he's actually using his actual axe, not an imaginary axe. And takes down the second demon as you take down the two demons that you had been fighting. And we finished off the session with, and we'll find out next session if the puppies have survived.
This is what we're about to do now. Yay!
So,
Give you medicine rolls if you want.
we shall see. We shall see. So what Martin says.
Yeah.
and the rest of the party had waited behind where the trap was, not knowing if it's actually going to set off again.
I thought one of the
Yeah, I thought I actually tested it and it didn't go off.
No, we all ran through.
Okay, you're
I ran through kind of like Jackie Chan style, squinting and trying to.
I'll make it. Okay, so yes, that technically just entered the room.
I think at the end of the combat, everyone ran through, and then it was like, oh god, the puppies, and next time on Pathfinder.
Okay, so how would you like to deal with the puppies?
Heal them.
With
No.
Well, get Sparky to look at them because apparently.
so which one is Sparky going to look at?
I think the one that was unconscious. I think was unconscious. Is that right?
Technically, they're both unconscious.
They're both not moving.
I'll get
Okay.
Sparky to
Okay.
look at Puppy, and I'll get Parry to look at Giant because you also have medicine, don't you?
Okay. Cordar's happy to move.
If I can
them.
do that, have two people looking at them at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. I can do a treat wounds on, or do we have to
Harry's a bit
stabilise?
busy going through his scrolls saying, no,
Well, I'm not going to tell you what to do, Mark. You're going to have to choose what you're doing here because this is an important decision. And if you choose the wrong thing, then I'm sure you'll have a couple of axes asking questions.
I'd like to stabilise, but Mr. First Aid.
One creature, so it lasts as a 5 burst.
I think I just roll a normal roll, is that right?
Yeah, that's much better.
Okay, so and while you're making that roll, I'll ask Josh, what roll is Josh making? What is Harry making?
Harry is making a medicine roll on...
What is your medicine roll?
What is my medicine roll? Ooh.
Because each skill roll has actions. You have to choose which action you're doing.
Oh, so in medicine is a different...
There are different.
Yeah, like okay,
It's
yeah.
like
You're doing a
stabilise.
medicine which is based upon like you've got to.
There is administer first aid, treat disease, treat poison, treat wounds.
Probably treat wounds.
That's an interesting choice.
I mean, I'm assuming the puppy's fairly messed up.
It is fairly messed up.
If you can do some healing, then yep.
And that's assuming it survives for the 10 minutes it takes for the healing to apply.
So what's the first one?
Administer first aid.
That's the first aid.
First aid, okay.
That is a 2-action one, and it stabilizes or stops bleeding.
Or use battle medicine.
Battle medicine doesn't remove conditions. It
No,
only gives you
it
hit
could
points.
give enough healing to actually stop dying. Like as soon as you get any hit point healing, you'll stop the dying rolls. Like it'll at least stabilise. But okay, that's if you've got battle medicine. So
I think both have battle medicine, but yes.
Alright.
certainly yes. If
So I'm administering first aid to... Have I got puppy? Giant.
No, you've got giant.
That's in case you stuff up, it's only giant.
Yeah.
So Mark, what is your healing roll?
Medicine is expert and I'll go plus 12. So, do you have to roll or I have to roll?
Well, would you like me to
I can
roll?
roll it for you if you like, man.
No, I'll roll.
It's like, no, don't make a GM roll, you're gonna kill my
Doesn't
puppies.
trust by 3.
No!
20 total, huh?
A 20 total?
I figured I'd get out of the way early.
Fair enough.
I'll keep that dice.
And how well did Perry go?
25.
25. Okay, so between the two of you, you just managed to stabilize the puppies.
Yay!
Mark made it by a whole 2 points.
Woo.
And 18 was a failure,
Wow.
and it was death for either puppy.
What do you say? 18.
18 was death for either puppy.
Is that a expert difficulty roll?
No, that is the base DC for 5 plus the
Dying
creature's recovering roll.
Oh.
They were both literally at the point of death,
Yeah.
and it was they were expiring that round unless they were stabilized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because basically they had been curb stomped
Yeah.
Often.
Yes.
and skewered.
Yeah.
Yeah, can
No,
I
like
do a
pu-
treat wounds after
Gi-
that
so
or not?
puppy got stabbed, and then he got a stomped giant, and then he got a stomped puppy. I think the third round before I could kill it.
Yeah.
Noting Cordar's apparently just fought 2 demons. How much damage has he taken?
I
I'm
believe.
happy to make it a random figure, whatever, like a percentage of hit points up. So, because seemingly I had him down as the fact that he had been at full health at the end of the previous session after we'd gone through the process of getting out of the walls and
Yeah.
Let's
roofs
go
and
with
things like that.
2d12. That would be 17 points you're down.
Oh, hey, I did well against 2 demons apparently.
Nice.
I was expecting to be a percentile roll. Yes, percentage number of hit points gone.
That fire trap did 55 points to me. I was unhappy.
Oh,
It's always interesting seeing how they come out with.
mm-hmm.
Do I have to set up my battle nurse out of disguise to set up and start healing people? Or?
You could, but it's not going to work on some. If you're doing your battle medicine.
Yeah. No, he's
I
field
do
hospital.
I've also got the continuous recovery thing, which is only good.
Continuous recovery is good if you got to wait a long time.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to do the instant of battle medicine, you can only do that once every 24 hours. Amusingly, it's not each person can do it. I can only have it applied to them once. It's each person can apply it to a person once.
Oh, really?
So if each of you have battle medicine, you could each apply it to at the same time.
That's right. So, battle medicine, you become immune to the person's, or like the medicine, the treatment things. Yeah, you become immune to that person's treat wounds for 24 hours.
Only the battle medicine variant.
Oh, so battle medicine, yeah.
So, if all of us had it, we could go to a critically wounded someone or other. Go all of us do it.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. Pathfinder is definitely set up that the party can be healers. You don't need a cleric.
That's why I never specified you needed a balance of specific character types, because you can cover all character types with any character.
Like healing is not actually unique to a class anymore.
If you're relying on a spellcaster for healing, you're doing it wrong. Which is, from adventuring perspective, as it should be. You shouldn't be having the god heal you every time.
Yes.
For my prepared spells,
Mm-hmm.
Acid Splash is now Caustic Blast. So I should have Caustic Blast, Light, Frostbite.
Give me a sec. Caustic Blast.
Yep, and it's page 319.
Yep.
And then the same ones as what you had me before. So it should be Light, Frostbite, Electric Arc, and Precipitation.
Okay, what are your first level spells?
I'm getting there slowly.
So you'll be looking at Force Barrage and Thunderstrike as replacements.
Because you're making missile now Force Barrage.
Yep. And Shocking Grasp appears to be Thunderstrike.
Thunderstrike.
Though it's more, instead of a zap, it's a zap. As something comes down from above.
Yeah.
It just sounded far more thematic.
Power of ACDC.
But also, like, the usual effect, yes, it was actually like, because Shocking Grasp was a touch spell, you had to actually grab them, and then you'd actually send the shock through them, so.
And they seem to be moving thematically away from all that, and as part of that, they're also moving away from spell schools being a core of wizards. So instead of having like the sub schools as being the 8 main flavors of wizard plus universalist, it's now a college of school that is has its own traditions and how it does stuff and gives you special
okay, right, yeah. So you like Teldon College or the Varisian College or things like that.
Oh, that's okay.
And so that will make things a lot more interesting going on. And I may incorporate some of the older stuff, but the idea is to just keep it to a single rule set so we're not confusing ourselves. But hey, you did manage to, and I did prompt people instead of just watching one of the puppies die, so hey, I did help Em a little bit. I could have just left it being treat wounds and gone, and by the time you get round to treating the puppy, he died.
Colour Spray is now known as Dizzying Colours. That's a cool name.
The spell names are better, I have to say. So the Force Barrage literally is what Magic Missile does, but it sounds better.
Of course, at first level, if you're still only one missile, it's not much of a barrage.
It is 1 missile per action you'll play.
Oh, okay, so even at first level, you can do three missiles.
Yep, and if you do it at a higher thing, I think it's a missile per spell slot per action.
I'm assuming now.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I can't use that one.
So yeah, so if you do 3 action cast on it at 3rd level, you've got 9 missiles coming at you.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
that's a barrage, okay.
And that can be at 9 different targets.
Yep.
So that you do become area effect person with just a simple spell. The downside is you have to prepare it at 3rd level for you to be able to use it at 3rd level. And sorcerers can't prepare it at 3rd level because they have to learn it at 1st level. And if they cast it using a higher spell slot, unless it's a specialty spell, it doesn't go up in levels.
Yeah. Okay, I mean that's fair enough. I mean obviously
it's a limitation of them.
Separate sorcerers from wizards.
Okay, so yes,
so So basically, from Cordar's perspective, everyone went out of the room, left him fight a couple demons. He just finished off those demons, and everyone came running back to the room.
Well, you saw Dusa come in fighting the demon that had followed them.
Yep.
And it had dragged 2 rug piles.
It gets worse.
Well, from Cordar's perspective.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. Like, Corda's always forgotten about the dog, so do forgotten about the Corda.
Well, he did say he was tied to the party, so now you know why he was tied to the party.
Yeah, because it wasn't Corda.
Yeah, but you thought it was at the time. What a mistake to make, Demon Corda.
Demon Corda, you know. What?
And it's all kicked off, as they say, because someone stole a gem. At least that was their perspective.
We all knew what was going to happen when we touched that gem. But we all wanted to grab the gem anyway.
Oh, well, GM can actually tell you it was because someone threw something in the water.
Who threw something in the water? Oh. The gem threw something in the water.
No, it was Parry.
No, was it?
Oh no, I did, yeah.
What did you throw in the water?
I threw a rock in the water, just making sure it wasn't caustic.
So, whatever was in the water, you there was people up here.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
I think that's me too.
Oh, actually, you were polite. You just knocked on the door.
Because both Willie and Sparky did not roll low enough on their traversing the slippery slope to notify the lurkers in the water that there were people up here.
And Cordar had gone around the side, hadn't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
We were very successful in gaining both of the gems.
Yep. You've now stolen it. Well, you haven't got any of the gems. Sparky's claimed both of them.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Sparky's shicing them.
Okay, so obviously, yeah. So you rushed in. Puppies have been stopped from dying.
Yeah.
Cordar's taking probably a rest on his sword at the present time. You guys been busy. He looks over someone's black and face.
Why would you tie to the rope?
No eyebrows, no hair.
Yeah.
That's all good.
And so they had gone through the middle door instead of the far door, which you were all intending to go to.
Actually, like one of the doors.
So the room that had the big pool,
Yeah.
there was a door halfway along it.
Yep.
They decided they'd go down that door.
Right, okay.
Yeah, got a distance up the...
Even though there seemed to be a gem-shaped hole in the far door.
Why the expectation was
We
we were going
wanted
to
to
take
see
the
what was
gem.
up there.
And you did.
And
Got brought back here.
to
Yeah.
be fair, it's like I say,
No.
if there was upstairs,
No,
if there was
we
stairs
didn't
going
see
up,
what
makes
was up
sense
there
because
we were
we're
blinded.
presumably down deep at the present time, so up is probably out. So unless
I
of course
think
you're
our
inside the mountain enough that there's up is still a lot of mountain to go up.
I think our sort of train of thought was when we go through the gem entrance, we wouldn't be able to come back. So therefore, going up and seeing what was going on prior to going through there would have been the best bet.
Makes sense.
But we haven't done it yet.
Yeah, so what's up there?
Are we going to do it now that we can actually see what's going on?
Yes. Great idea. Did you want me to go first again?
Sure.
This ramen before.
I'll follow you up.
This is new ramen.
Okay.
Now that we can
Okay, I'm happy to take the lead.
Now that we can see what's going on. we'll
Now,
need to tie
the trap has
each other to
not
each other.
been reactivated, as far as I was aware. Good we make a cross
Well,
region.
how many rounds has it been?
Well, I mean, the point is so currently
Quite a
the dogs are still unconscious, are they not?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
they're
They've just
still-
been stabilized. They
That's
haven't been healed.
stabilised. They haven't been healed. at all.
You can tell that a lot of their bones have been broken.
I think we should heal everyone up personally.
And you're sure one of them's had its back stepped on.
Poor puppy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have the
Did we want to have a little small rest and healing session just to get everyone back up a bit?
Sure.
Well, technically the infirmary is only one room back, isn't it? like the temporary infirmary that had been used after we came through this.
A couple of rooms back.
Oh,
yeah.
pop room. Okay, got it.
You went through the room full of statues.
Yeah.
Then you went down a stairwell, and then you went to the room where you still got Dooz's arm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, I mean, obviously, it's not actually quite the requirement. Is anyone else particularly wounded or damaged? So,
Sparky took a fireball, I believe. But that's 80 up left.
I was going to say, Willie's looking a bit blackened.
So, I believe Sparky is understating everyone's level of damage.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no. Sparky's paying perfectly. I got damaged, no one else matters.
Sparky or herself didn't actually mention anyone
Really?
else.
Dude.
Listen, I can take a fire trap out a punch from a monk and still.
Well, I
hobble
mean,
away.
we've seemingly already been down here for probably at least
And I keep rolling.
36 hours or something at the moment.
No, you've only been down here for
There
maybe
you go.
well since you did the healing.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like since we went through the portal,
Since you went
it's
through.
probably been about 36 hours. So another hour or so resting up is probably not necessarily going to hurt things overall.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. That tentacle-headed guy is wherever he wants to be by now. So, yeah.
Let's just get everybody alive, I think.
So yeah, I would suggest that yes, if there's a space at the end of the pool or something like that, but although
There is a landing.
okay, so Corda actually noticed 2 demons coming out of the pool.
You noticed 3 demons coming out of the
Okay,
pool.
but obviously they managed to hold 2 of them back while the rest went on.
Yeah, while we tied what we thought was Cordar to the end of the party.
So the first step then will be taking a closer look at this pool to make certain nothing else is about to come out of it, kind of stuff. So, but while
It's not see-through. It's not opaque in it. It's not clear in any way.
Mhm.
It's basically just a black color, much like the blood of the creatures.
Way.
And the previous room had statues in it that,
It did. That looked as if they were damaged.
but there was space for people to lie down and lie out in them
Yep,
potentially.
you could literally lay a football team in there without any problems.
I would recommend that we just go back to the other room that's possibly slightly more defensible, rather than if something more demons start coming out of this pool. We can at least have them coming through the one doorway.
Yep. Yep.
And yeah, take some time to rest up. So,
Really?
how much time do people like? What sort of healing can we get done on the rate?
Everyone except Sparky can only heal a person each hour.
Each hour, yeah.
So that means if Nurse Parry was healing everyone, then Parry could pretty much cycle through everyone and take a 10-minute break. Unless he's including the 2 puppies, in which
Well,
case then.
But of course, sort of thing, like I say, Cordar can do medicine as well, so it's sort of thing that technically there can be a cycle of pack. Okay, you move on the next one. Oh, pack this one some more. Tighten the bandages a bit more. And Sparky's overseeing the whole lot continuously. So.
I would just take watch, it looks like it, so yeah.
Well, you're doing your healing regularly, just like I say, we can now in there. So I
Sparky
guess
can concentrate on one person while the rest of you have to switch between them.
Yeah. So, well, let's say.
Okay.
Cordar's happy to attempt some healing on someone if they want it.
And I do love the term attempt.
So, like, he's better at inflicting wounds than he is at healing them, but he'll start with himself and try and bandage himself up a bit anyway.
Isn't that how like cauterize the open wounds on the puppies? Like the flaming sword.
So from memory, I think Parry, there's a Parry and
Well,
Willie are probably the worst off. I'm only halfway, I believe.
Well, the thing is, he can't heal you if you're going to be healing someone.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So you have to be completely stationary while he's doing it.
so which is why okay. Cordar started on himself as the most convenient patient, and he's got base 15. Isn't it normally?
It is base 15
So,
unless you call otherwise. And you have a healer's toolkit.
I do have a healer's toolkit. And I can't call otherwise because I'm not expert in healing. So, but 18 on the die plus 8 will give me 26 for a critical success.
That will give you a critical success, which means you do 4d8.
It's normally 2d8, is it?
It's 2d8 is a success. A critical success is 4d8.
Marvellous. Like I said, anyone can be a healer in Pathfinder.
Quite successful at it before.
And, yeah, okay. 8, 14, 23, so he's back to full health again.
So we have Corda has healed himself. Who is parry touching up?
And in fact, sorry, I should have said, yeah, 26. It was actually 25,
Which is
still,
still-
but it's still a crit. So.
Yeah, you're doing Guza?
I got parked.
Martin said touch up.
Wow.
So it's so basic first aid, and then it's.
And you have your healer's kit doing
Yes, I do.
You're doing treat wounds now.
Yeah, treat wounds, yeah.
So it takes 10 minutes before you touch stuff. So. Okay, if anyone's short of the healer's kit at the present time,
28.
Corda can pull his
28,
character,
so
make a hole
it
in the ground
is
and
4d8 you get to heal.
4d8.
pull out extra healing kicks for people who carry
And
spares
who
and
is Sparky healing?
I can heal Willie.
Yay!
So you're concentrating on Willie for the time?
Yep, I'm just going to do the 15.
Okay. Well, it's automatically 15 unless you announce otherwise.
Yeah. That's 29, so that's a critical.
Critical heal on Willie.
Yep. Oh,
It's always nice to crit.
Yeah.
And I do love the fact that you crit far more often in Pathfinder. And that the bad guys can as well.
Well, I'm going to talk about Pathfinder yellow levels bit because
it was 12 total. I rolled a couple ones and 2, sorry.
So, 12 healed on Willie.
Now, I've got the continuous recovery means that I can heal them again in 10 minutes if I need to.
Well, technically, that means that you can just keep going without stopping because each healing takes 10 minutes.
yeah, effectively you're not stopping.
So now that you've who's Corda gonna heal next?
16 to you.
Apparently the dogs haven't been patched up properly yet, so I'll give a go on the dogs.
You've got me down for 43.
He's doing happy for Corda to try the dogs.
Cool.
16, so 44 minus 16.
28.
28 taken.
So who's Corda going to heal, puppy or giant?
There's a difference. he's going for a dog.
Well, you could make one out of two.
And I didn't fail, fortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll combine him with one super dog. That'd be better, wouldn't it? That's what you really want.
Well, that way they have all their limbs back.
So a total of 21.
21.
And 11. Oh, hang on. Yeah, 11 points of healing. So he's up and about, walking happily.
Okay, so that one's now whining a lot in pain.
Mm-hmm.
Has a couple of horrible conditions on it.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
So,
I believe it's Paris, is that right?
I suppose if people are...
So who's parry healing while for the second round while Corda has?
Who have we got so far?
You've got Corda's fully healed. You've just touched up Dooza. You've got Willie if Sparky doesn't continue on it.
Right, okay, well, yeah, technically Sparky's working on really continuously at the moment.
He can do that because he's got the specially healing talents.
The second level medicine skill
You can do yourself.
of continuous recovery. Which means that effectively, instead of having to wait an hour to actually do another treat wound,
Straight away.
10 minutes.
That's alright.
Yeah.
27.
So that is another crit heal on yourself.
On,
And I do love that they don't increase the DC on healing yourself in this game.
No.
Previous edition they did. So in Pathfinder 1, healing yourself was always +5 or +10. So how many do you heal?
I healed 20 hit points on myself.
Okay, so that means you still have 11 damage.
Yes, that's correct.
And so, Spark, are you continuing with Willie?
Yeah. I feel guilty because we almost jumped off the thing by ourselves. So, bit of guilt here.
It's okay. I had you. Yeah, I had you back.
It's normal. Yeah. So just 2d8. Oh, that's better. 13. So I did better with the non-critical one. So, there you go. How you looking, Willie?
Still 30.
Still pretty beat up. He still has that red mark on the face.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to grow that hair back as well.
Are you commenting on that to the hairless dwarf?
No.
Please do. I've had enough hate on the puppies this afternoon, okay?
Okay, so...
These dudes are happy for Cordar to keep working on the dogs?
well, you can't work on the same dog. You can work on the other dog.
No, except from his perspective, the dogs. He'll do the other one now.
I don't have medicine, so like Juice is kind of at a loss at the moment. So he's just like, wow, Cordar's actually like
Helping
the dogs. Helping.
And tell me, take thoughts on the idea. Damn, it's much noisier. So you happy for me to try again?
Sure.
On the other one?
Sure.
and it is trying.
Okay, 20, 19 total, so it didn't actually fail it. So. And another 15 points. Rolling well, the 28.
Okay, so that one starts yelping in pain. So you got one whining and one yelping.
I'll try to comfort them as best I can. I really need to get to speak with animals. This would really help.
And veterinarian.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's Perry working on this round?
Or this 10 minutes.
Or this action?
I'll go back to Dooza.
You can't?
No.
Gotta wait another 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
So
okay.
4 more other heals.
I'll go Sparky. Sparky's got damage.
Sparky's currently busy doing something.
I'll attack Willie.
Well, Willie's currently been worked on.
Technically, you've got the dogs available.
I've got the dogs there.
One or the other.
I'll go Giant. Why not? Giant.
Cordar has nothing to do with it. They're too noisy now.
I'll heal Giant for nat 20 for a 35.
Well, it's definitely a critical heal.
Critical heal. Way, poor Giant.
Unfortunately, I don't know that even a critical upgrade necessarily you can heal the broken back.
Yes.
No, I don't. Mom hasn't even said which one has the broken back at the moment.
Giant gets 19 hit points back.
So how many hit points does Giant have maximum?
They have 46.
Of course, if one's got a broken back and one's lost a couple legs, Cordar might be able to tell them apart now.
One's small and one's...
One's small. So Puppy is small and Wolf. Giant is medium and more like a great.
He's a wolfhound.
Wolfhound.
Great Dane kind of.
Shaggy wolfhound.
Yeah, shaggy wolfhound. So he's the one that's lost the foot. Giant's the one that's lost the foot, and Puppy has lost his tail and the tip of his ear.
Yeah, that's correct. Giant lost the front paw, and Puppy lost tail and ear and some of his fur.
Yeah.
I made notes down.
Yeah, but the fur will grow back at least. A tail and an ear and a paw don't grow back. Just saying.
Magic fixes everything.
Like
Apparently.
Pinky. Like Pinky fingers.
Yeah. I'm sure your wife will fix it up for you.
Make it even.
Yeah.
Or make it even.
I'm going to... supposedly all the money we've got is going to go
Okay,
into
so
the-
we got Sparky doing Willie next.
Yeah. I believe he's pretty hurt, so.
Well,
You've got a 22. Is that a crit or not?
That is not a crit because it wasn't 10 over the target number.
You've got 6 points. Sorry, I'm getting there.
24 left.
I do say while we do that, I just say, hey, I think we might have to use some of the gem money to heal the rest of the party. So,
Yes.
You could technically switch over with one of the others and let Cordar do a round on Willie.
yeah, I
But
can.
it's actually sort of thing. Corda was thinking he might actually be taking up watch again at this stage, on the idea of, well, from his perspective, let's say, he doesn't really consider himself a healer. He does emergency healing, stop people dying. No one here's about to die, so he'll go for taking up watch for the time. It's the monitoring to make certain no more demons come from the other room with the pool. Okay.
There is the statue with the open mouth now. Because someone pulled the gem out of
Where
it.
Jim was, yeah. So,
Had to stick his hand in the mouth to pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
No problem with that whatsoever.
apparently not.
Got away with it, so.
But as long as aware he's got away with it.
So who is parry healing now?
Well, the puppy. Because I'm assuming Sparky's still working on Willie. And they're the only ones I can really...
So you're up to 40 minutes of healing at this point.
Not a crit. It is 23.
Just a normal heal.
Yep.
You
5
can go
points.
there.
I like Giant more than Puppy.
Well, there's more of him to heal.
Yeah.
It's easy to get to the fiddly bits.
Puppy's newer and therefore hasn't bitten Parrot. I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
Puppy.
Giant's newer, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Giant's newer and hasn't bitten Parry like I'm pretty sure Puppy has.
no, don't worry.
I'm sure they'll just love nicks.
You can definitely feel moving bones on both of them. Okay, so Sparky continuing on Willie with the live.
I can do that. He's still so.
Band-aids, bandages, wrap, tie, twist.
20 and 28. 8. Jeez, good. The first one's 7. It's good. The next one's a 1 always. Are we getting closer there, Willie?
16 left.
You know, I'm pretty certain that Cordar did more healing with his 3 attempts.
You did.
I'm pretty sure Parry's done it.
Okay, so Parry's now out of people he can heal.
Unless Sparky stops healing.
Back to full.
Yeah, I mean, he packed himself up first
Okay, fair enough.
while others were doing other things. So.
And Corda got himself to full. You still can't do... Yep. You still got another... you got to be
You could
an
do
hour
Willie
afterwards.
when Sparky gives
I'll
up.
have to wait until either Sparky gets bored.
Or we can just move on, because obviously it can't be that much more danger, could it?
Yeah.
I'm sure another fireball won't drop 50 points of damage on the party.
Oh, probably not.
Well, surely people will dodge this time. They won't use them, haven't they?
What was that, Mark?
How much did I take last time for? I think I did half damage, you know?
I can't remember. You might have, but it was quite damaging to the group. Okay, so who are you healing this round? Sparky? Well, this 10 minutes, because you're up to the 50-minute mark.
Has Sparky done Juzo?
Sparky's just been working on Willie.
Willie
Oh, okay.
consistently.
Yes.
Whereas normally you have to switch between people. He has she has the ability to
Yeah.
continue on the same target.
Right.
Yeah.
So I thought the fact that by the time we'd got through and done each of our individual, like we'd done individually everyone,
Yeah.
Sparky would get Willie back up to full health. Hey, he's
Okay.
the expert healer.
25.
So you get a critical heal. Let's see if you roll lower than your lowest
Come on.
single.
Beat 7, I'm sure you can. I'm 48.
Well, you can get 4.
Yeah, I know, but I'm sure you can beat 7.
24, there you go.
24.
Full hit points.
What a waste.
Hey.
Nice.
I'm feeling exhausted now, by the way, because you good, Willie?
I'm good.
I'm
Thanks, buddy.
going to sit down. Fair enough.
Right, you're not going to deal with your other patients.
Or himself. per
I
self.
haven't been all the time yet, so I thought I'd just have a break for you.
Okay, so looks like Parry has a subject,
Let's go.
as in Sparky.
To subject. I mean,
The buffest wizard known to man goes to work on Sparky.
27.
And you get a critical.
$21 points.
Almost completely healed with one whole point left untouched. I'm sure you don't need to worry about that.
Yep.
But now you can move back on to Doozer.
And obviously now Sparky's had a rest.
Yeah.
So Willie's fully healed, is that right?
Willie's fully healed. You have one
So
hit
it's
point.
I've got 1 hit point, that's fine.
Quarter
join
is
you
fully
in,
healed.
Keeping guard.
I'm going to go back to Doozer.
And
21. So it's 2d8 this time. He had 6 more points.
And who does Sparky administer?
Parry, still okay? Or not?
You can't do parry. Parry's working.
That's right. Which of the dogs looks worst off? I don't know.
I would say the one with the missing paw. Oh no, actually, that one's looking the best so far. It's the one with the broken back.
oh, Poppy has a broken back. No.
I'll go the broken back.
You didn't hear that.
Well, someone did stamp on it rather horribly.
So 2d8.
False barrage.
That is right. 2d8.
8 points for the broken back puppy.
Okay. And that means that Harry can now work on himself.
Yeah, I'll work on myself on
I'm just adding up all how much time he spent healing here.
that.
A lot.
Yep.
How close are the enemies are getting to
I have a question. Well, how far away is the target we're supposed to be chasing getting away?
And also, how soon till all the traps reset?
But also, as we said, the fact that the guy that we're chasing, we were stuck in the walls and things like that
For about a
probably
day.
24 hours.
Oh, yeah.
By the time we woke up,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
So, and let's face it, we
So
don't
what
even
did
know,
Parry get on healing
we're not even
himself?
certain whether or not we've ended up in the same location as to where that guy
doing
gone
Had
through to.
gone, yeah.
Because the portal was flashing to all different spots.
31.
Critically healed yourself.
Way.
Been saving that for yourself, I'm
I'm a
sure.
narcissistic bastard.
Well, he was practicing. Okay, how do I do this again? I'll get a few practice shots with the others first, then I'll work on
You know what's
myself.
funny? That's my best heal of the night so far for 23.
When you only had 11 left.
I know. You really need to overdo it. Just need to make sure.
Harry comes out with like sparkling skin and like the wavy Pantene hair and the.
Listen, I got out that hole. I got that rag. I just went.
Okay, and who is Sparky working on this round?
I'll go for the most hurt, so who do the 2 puppies there?
That would be the one with the broken back.
Okay, I'll go again.
Just reminding.
Just reminding he's got a broken back.
Well,
Yeah,
but the point is,
yeah,
that
no.
when he gets back to full hit point, he'll still have a broken back.
23, so 2 dice.
Yep, 2 dice.
My question.
So,
my
I mean,
question
really, it might be
is,
better to put it out of misery, really.
Is there any way
Kinda
to
thinking that.
fix that?
Yeah, there are lots of ways to fix it.
Yeah.
That's not what we're doing right now, I'm guessing.
No.
Would
So
Susan know
8
what to
points.
do when we get out of here? Or where to go?
How much did Mark do?
8 points.
8 points.
Probably.
It's still the most damaged
Might
puppy.
you through a certain wife or somebody, you might be able to do some work on everyone, if that makes sense.
No, apparently not.
And so far now, Doozer is the most damaged.
I've got 22 total left.
Damaged, yes.
Yeah.
So do you want to do another round of healing on Doozer?
I can, if no one else wants to do it.
And now Parry can actually heal one of the poppies. It's been that long.
Giant it
Stay
is.
still, do that.
We've
You're okay.
been healing
Stay
for like 2 hours.
About an hour and a half, so almost an hour and a half.
This is the 10th 10-minute.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
an hour and 40 minutes, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Giant.
22.
22 is the heal.
And Giant gets
10 points.
10 points. So I have 12 left. They.
Oops.
I'm assuming Corda hasn't heard anything coming from elsewhere or doing
Okay.
it.
Probably some comments from behind, as I'm sure Willie is a little bored.
Go on.
Helping.
Yeah, well, I'm helping to keep
I
going.
got a 16 downgraded.
16
So
downgraded.
I failed.
Okay, so luckily for you, it wasn't a 14 downgraded.
That's right, that's
I
right.
can't get a 14
'Cause
downgraded.
16 is still a pass.
Yes, I know.
As I said, luckily it's not a
That's right, it's not a quick
14
fail.
downgraded,
So, I
so
failed my
it's
heal.
just a failure.
Yeah.
But you've used up the failure on that poppy.
Yep.
Okay,
And
so
at least it wasn't at the start of it when it was already on 0 hit points.
are you going to
Corda
continue
saved it for me.
healing Duza to full?
Actually did.
I can fill in if you think you want to do another round. I'm happy to do it if I still want to go.
Well, you've healed everyone except for Duza and the poppies.
This.
Yeah, I'll do this one more time. So.
Okay, so that means Parry can do the other poppy.
Alright, other puppy, here we go.
Parry's kept himself busy the entire time.
27
21.
PUM, so it's a critical.
Critical for Duza, and let's see if you overdo it.
No, yeah, wasn't fair.
21.
Yep, it's all healed.
I'm still drained 2, yeah?
Yep.
That is correct.
Cool. So I still have a -10 to my max hit points.
Yep. And you take a minus to any constitution checks
Yeah.
and fort saves.
Yep.
Or including fort saves.
Yes.
I should pull that
And my action rolls as well, I think.
Okay. You're look.
It's any skill roll, isn't
No,
it?
no, 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 no. It's only constitution based.
Oh, it's only
Effect?
combos.
It's not like, actually, because Corda's also second, so he's got the -1 on everything.
Oh, right. That's
So,
second. Yeah.
But yeah, no, drain.
Constitution-based checks such as fortitude, hit points. You get a full night's rest. It's reduced by 1. You just haven't had a full
Night's
night's rest
rest,
because
yeah.
it wasn't really a night's rest in the wall.
Hanging from the wall like
Yeah,
this,
hanging
hanging from
from-
the shield like this. Apparently you didn't sleep well.
Hanging from one arm on a
Not sure
wall,
why.
passed out. Yeah. That sounds so relaxing.
And I thought I'd just get these cards out for no particular reason.
Yeah, no reason at all.
I believe it does have some really nice things like backbreak and things like that in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the critical fumble, critical effects.
But I
When
don't
you mean
think the
hit
back broken was a critical effect. It was just the fact that they were already in the dying condition.
No. In his case, no, well, I mean, it could have been counter the fact that you could get a critical hit
Yeah.
might result in a broken
Go
back.
back. Yeah. Yeah.
And-
Or a head chopped off, or things like that. Kind of stuff.
And they can do effects instead of kills. They can choose to maim.
So I suppose that's one of those things that the. Do we still have the rule where
Apparently they're picking it up.
PC players were allowed to actually take some of those cards? If we pick up the card, auto kill. I'm not going to use this. I'll just keep this over here so the monsters can't use it.
We did that for a while in the previous one. I've decided to reserve the cards here. Okay, so yes. How much did you heal Giant?
I got 21, so 13.
13. So that puts Giant on full hit points.
Nice.
And 3 feet.
Yeah.
And you believe that Giant has broken ribs and he's not doing well.
That's right. Duke just carry Puppy in the other arm, can't he?
Well, I do have a system that I can put them
The slings?
on slings, and I can carry them. So that's probably what I'm gonna do.
Carry both.
Yeah,
Well, I'd rather you have to carry Puppy.
I can carry both.
Yeah,
One
but
baby
the giant
carrier on
can
the
walk.
front, one baby carrier on the back.
Well, yeah, Giant can walk. Yes.
He might be limping, but he can walk.
But I think
And
at this point,
it's not like you really want to be having a decent sized dog and a very large dog strapped to your body while you kind of fight someone with one arm.
Or
well,
use the little dog as a meat shield.
no.
It's a ablative armor.
Yeah, Blakey.
So I would think that it was more appropriate to just put the small dog on.
Just put
Assuming the
the
small
puppy.
dog can't walk effectively. 'cause
He
it's
can't
not
walk.
right?
No, I can't. Yeah.
Doesn't seem to move its rear legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would I know where to go to get
hang on.
help for that?
Corda can probably make
Here?
up a trolley.
It'd normally be the temples.
Which temple?
Anyone that's willing to look after animals.
So
Most temples have the ability to heal grievous wounds as long as you pay them.
So I could go to a temple of Gorom and just be like, these are
Gozra.
Sorry?
Gozra.
Gozra. Yeah, but like...
Well, Gorham
Gozra would definitely do it, being a god of animals.
Yeah.
Gorham
may not.
may or may not, depending on you actually convincing the cleric to do so. Pharasma may, because they haven't been brought back from the dead.
Yeah.
Jason, there would be an obvious one.
If anything ever hits the an effect that requires them to be dead to work on them,
Yeah.
Pharasma will never heal them again
Yeah.
because they've exceeded their lifespan.
What was the
So Pharasma will
animal
never heal
loving
me.
one?
Pharasma doesn't believe in reincarnation or resurrection in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And in fact, if you do get resurrected, Pharasma cleric probably will potentially be coming after you.
Only if he then exceeds his natural lifespan. They won't try. They won't seek to end you until your normal lifespan was 80 years.
Yep.
The moment you hit 81, you're on their hit list.
80 years in one day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay.
Well, the cleric of Gorom might, but because these animals join me in glorious battle, and he can't join me in glorious battle if his back is broken. So he might. That might be a convincing
It
argument.
might also come down to which cleric or temple you find first.
Well, maybe
I
that.
possibly wouldn't go for a temple down here.
No.
Hey, the goddess of wrath may simply go sure.
And Lamastu, I'm sure, will be happy to do something for the broken back.
The master is the goddess of monsters. She would definitely heal a wolf.
Exactly.
She healed it last time.
Yep.
Oh, I'm up to my final spell. Oh my goodness.
It is an interesting thing, isn't it?
Well, it hurts because I'm typing it on my phone. There's no actual keyboard.
That's your food turning up.
Maybe?
I swear I
You can skip there.
No.
I mean, he's on his way.
Well, I always put on a knock and please wait because I'm disabled, just so that they don't.
Yeah, well, I said knock on door, so.
And normally I check the phone to make sure they're there, but one of them does deliveries themselves, so they notify you that it's on the way an hour after they've delivered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that before. It's really annoying.
That's when it's the restaurant doing the deliveries.
Yeah.
If it's the actual drivers that do it as they're leaving, then they notify you as soon as they're on their way, which is fantastic.
My most recent experience of eating out type stuff was ordered the food at the restaurant for takeaway. Sat there at their desk waiting for the food. After about half an hour, they said, "What food are you waiting for?" This order. Oh yeah, this stuff we've been sitting here for like 15 minutes.
They didn't bother announcing it. They were just waiting for someone to come in and collect it. They're so used to Uber now that people coming into restaurants is a lot rarer.
But yeah, so most people are as fit as they're going to be.
I think so, yeah.
And you're slinging puppy,
I'm swinging puppy.
but Giant will limp along.
Yeah, so presumably Giant can walk, just not quickly, maybe.
He hobbles along because he is missing a foot.
The point is that
I mean,
he was-
dogs adapt scarily fast at 3 legs. So
Well,
He is walking, and
He's walking.
it's still the same day. He lost
It's not
Yeah.
like you were carrying him when we first walked into the pool room.
no.
So obviously he
No.
was walking. So
It's just that now he's breathing harder.
Yeah, no, because he's got broken ribs and.
He did have a couple of stomps and jabs.
okay, so considering how long it's been,
This is
it
the
may be worth having Sparky lead and Cordar will go to own Sparky. just to look out to see whether these traps have been reset.
Literally its name, and there was like negative to void damage. That's the only thing that changed.
Are we going up the stairs again, or are we going to go straight through the gem door?
Well, we may as well go to the gem door now and next to it. I think we'd still
Well, no,
trigger
we'd have to still go past those stairs door,
Do we?
because that's the midway point of the room.
Oh.
Yeah. So that midway point has a big hallway with a trap in it.
Yeah.
And then a trap at the end of it.
And then the stairs they went
And
up.
then the stairs. First it's a set of stairs going down, then a set of stairs going up.
Eden or the...
I mean, and apparently that trap got reset in the time it took you to go up all stairs and then come back again.
Walnut slider. It's 1.3.
The one that Doozer set off.
Well,
Yep.
the one that
fire
was down
trap,
that long
yep.
corridor. So presumably, unless there was something that was actually following you and resetting the traps directly, presumably the trap was reset automatically.
Theoretically.
Or magically. So it would almost certainly be reset by now.
Yeah.
They had spent more than 10 minutes at the entryway trying to figure out how to get through.
Yeah, no, but I mean, however long it was, obviously, although that means I've probably taken those demons did, so it took time.
And once they tied themselves up, you were fighting that demon for probably about half an hour before they came back.
And it probably felt like 3 hours. Okay. You guys have been down that corridor. Is it worth going down there again, or should we go straight to the gem room?
There's fire and then there's a blindness trap, and I'm pretty sure
hopefully-
last session.
Hopefully, now that you know they're there, Sparky will be able to spot them and disable them.
Sparky can't disable magical traps
They're
yet.
not. They're magical. They're magical traps. So it would either have to be dispel, magic.
He doesn't have any more
He
left.
doesn't have any more left because he used it to dispel it on himself.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting there. If we can't destroy the rune because that would collapse this whole place on us. I think
Well,
Martin said last
so we
session.
know about the blindness trap is that
It's an illusion.
it's an illusion.
So we just disbelieve it until we...
Well, in that case, then, if we're not thinking we can disable the trap,
If not, we try another
then
stuff.
let's go the way that we don't know he's trapped. If we have to come back this way again,
We know
we
it's
can
trapped.
go through.
Yeah.
But let's go the way we don't know. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I
And
mean,
before,
we don't know
before we
up
get
down.
more traps. And
yes, but then he won't go through the traps. Okay, the way that he's almost certainly trapped, but at least we don't know that he's trapped.
Okay, I'll work my way to the gem door, which has got a gem slot in it.
Yep.
That's the other direction.
You are standing before it. You
Now,
can
watch none of our gems fit in this door.
honestly say that either of your gems will fit the stone.
Nah.
Which one do you want to use?
Use
less
the
expensive
cheaper
one.
one.
That's what they
Are you sure you want to start with the cheapest one?
First one, no.
Of course, maybe the door opens to different locations depending on the value of the gem you open. Yes. You can choose your door.
You cheap bastard! What the hell?
Literally.
Okay, so it,
What can you take you to heaven?
you feel it connect to the door and then it disappears. And the door opens.
The gem disappears.
Yep.
You have the saddest dwarf, naked dwarf look of all time.
Hang on 1 second.
You've stripped off as well.
No, I just said sad.
You said sad and
I
naked.
was going to say, yeah. We've got a box. I'm sure Corner's got a box.
Hang on 1 second,
Not
Sparky.
that far.
Oh,
Well, hang on.
yeah.
Because I got my backpack stuck in the stone, I did have somewhat close, so I might have a bear bar, that's all I was going to say.
Corner gave you a replacement backpack.
I did, yeah, but I still haven't clothes with ripped off as well. So.
I'm sure he...
The Corner's got no shoes on. Thank you.
Okay, I'm not in any sort of showing skin except for eyebrows and hair.
I'm going to, from where we are, I'm going to run all the way back to where the statue was, with the
In the mouth.
gem in the mouth.
You're not that far from it. You don't have to go very far. You can literally just walk
At
and
your
then look.
speed, you'll
I'll
be
walk and I'll walk.
It's not there. But that was the more expensive gem. That was he didn't use the one that was in the mouth.
The cheap one was in the centre of the bridge, was it? The one that was in the...
The expensive one was in the centre of the bridge,
right.
and the cheap one was all the way back where you started after teleporting in.
So how far?
probably maybe for you at top speed, maybe 3 rounds.
I want to go and see if the gem went back to where we found it.
Wait,
Okay.
we lost the other gem?
Run.
Well, no, one gem disappeared when you used to open the door. The gem that was the key disappeared.
Run.
Okay, so
Really think
you
hang on
run,
and
and then we will turn to the others and see what they do.
Okay, from our perspective, the gem disappeared, the door opened. Willie said, I'm just going to go back and check.
Yep.
What
And
we seen beyond the door.
Okay, so
Cordar and Sparky will be near the door. Were double door are they? Did they both open?
it's a single door, and it's slid into the wall.
Okay.
I don't have any pittance because I've got a big backpack. So if we see it moving, I'm going to ask Cordar to quickly pin the door.
Where do I literally put those forks?
You could if you wish to. And broken statues and marbles are strewn down the length of this 5-foot wide hall, and a long crack runs along the floor. The masonry of the walls also shows signs of damage. Shallow alcoves alternate from each side of the corridor, with an unmoving body slumped near the furthermost one.
Wait, there's a body here now?
There is a body, yes.
After they've probably gone through all the statues, but the corridor's only 5 feet wide, but there's alcoves, possibly where statues were, that have now come out and they're now broken.
That
all
have
over
collapsed,
the floor. Right.
collapsed, yes. And it looks to be about maybe 100 feet long. Before opening into another room with no door.
And so it's basically it looks like rubble of tumbled statues.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is the body?
Does it look like one of the minions?
It's about at least 60 to 80 feet away.
Yep.
Hard to tell with all the rubble because it makes it very hard to
The point is,
guesstimate.
it's not a hang on. We're looking at it without going into the corridor. It's oh, hang on. There's something that's not rubble further down the corridor that way. Yep. Which reminds me. Well, actually, no. We've probably got plenty of light, haven't we? Now the light spell's been changed, and we've got the wayfinder thing. So.
So hang on, do we open the door, or is this the back? Is this the corridor before?
No, this is
This is the corridor that appeared after the gem was placed on the door. The door slid into the wall, just basically disappeared.
Oh, so we put the expensive gem in there?
No, the cheap gem.
Cheap gem in there.
Oh, you went back and got it? Okay, sorry, I missed that bit.
He went back to get it. And then we'll see how long the party takes to notice.
The gem went from the door, appeared backwards. We found where they found it originally.
Oh.
Whether we
Okay, so
so in that case, then, Cordar will look to Sparky and confirm that Sparky's spider sense is not tingling immediately, and then carefully enter the corridor.
Now, do I roll from that?
That's completely up to Mark. Would you like to say your spider sense says it's perfectly fine and send Cordar down to investigate?
While the thought went through my head, I just couldn't do that.
Well, okay. Cordar's not necessarily looking for an actual act, so confirming. If Sparky indicates that you have to go forward, then I have to go forward.
Would you like to? How long would you like to spend checking for traps along the way?
Oh, as long as did I notice Willie go on?
He told everyone he was going.
Okay, he called out saying, I'll be back in a minute.
I'll just do as long as I hear Willie back also. So.
Okay, so you're going to do it until Willie comes back.
Yeah.
So are you actually going into the corridor, or just looking from the edge of the corridor?
Edge at the start, and then if I feel it's good, I'll move forward a little bit by the other.
Okay, so
if you get far enough to reach one of the alcoves, then Cordar will have to be behind and take a look at the alcove and things like that and confirming. Yep. Statues come through. Was there a plinth or anything like that? The statue was on and had fallen off, or been pulled off, or did he step out and someone fought it and destroyed it?
Okay, so so you're going to do the crawl to make sure you don't set things off, and then do the seek.
Yeah.
Crawl and seek. Crawl and seek.
Because you can do both of those in the same action, same round, and basically just do that every
You do 5 feet around times
5 feet around.
Yeah.
Because basically you're investigating the area in front of you. And then he gets the GM to make secret rolls for him.
Love the secret.
Okay, so the first 5 feet seem fine.
I'll go the next 5 feet.
The next 5 feet seem fine.
Next 5 feet.
Click.
The next 5 feet seem fine.
We're waiting for the inevitable here.
Yeah, no.
Well, no, because the point is, it's unlikely. Because obviously, someone has gone through this corridor
We're
recently.
waiting for the next 5 feet to be a gaping hole. And
No, because obviously someone's gone through this corridor relatively recently. Because there seems to be something at the end of the farther end of the corridor. If there were traps, presumably they set them off already, or the statues came to life and they fought the statues through. So certainly, as soon as we get to it,
I'll go again.
Okay, so you've reached the first alcove, and you're very suspicious of the first alcove.
Ooh.
You can't quite put your finger on why. Your sparky tingle has gone off.
is there rubble, like there's rubble or broken statue in front of the first alcove, is there?
There is in broken rubble in the alcove, yes.
Yep.
Suspicious.
What do I see the alcove? Is it just a statue? Do I see a sword in the hand or something like that?
There's just rubble.
Like the statue's no longer in the alcove because it's partly in it partially collapsed into the corridor.
Can I roll stealth to see if I can just make sure I feel stealthy at the moment?
You can roll stealth, though
Stealth form.
stealth doesn't protect you from traps, but you're more than welcome to roll stealth.
Unless the trap is activated visually.
Well, already know it's not a trap, it's actually a creature. That's what I was thinking about.
It could be a rubble mimic.
But considering you've got Cordar standing behind you at the present time,
Okay.
potentially, if there is anything going to come through, it might go for the big guy standing there, even if you are stealthy, like whether you're stealthy or not. So,
Yeah. Is there a pebble nearby I can pick up?
there's lots of rubble from a
There's
statue.
lots of rubble.
Where the pile of the rubble is, can I just throw a rock there so it happens?
Sure. The rock bounces suspiciously. It felt like a rock.
Cordar's taking a look at the rubble over the top, over
about to say,
Sparker's
what happened last
shoulder.
time
Just
we were
trying to work
walking
out, does it look like the statue has just fallen over, or does it look, is there obvious marks of weapons or like breakages on the statue or anything?
Would you like to look for hazards yourself? Because you can do that. Everyone can do that. It is a seek action.
Well, okay. I'm more looking to see if there's what might have caused the statue to fall over or be destroyed. So,
Okay, you don't actually see any threats here.
no, okay. But okay, can I see anything to the statue whether it looks like it's fallen because there was an earthquake at some
It looks like it's fallen due to age.
Right, okay, yep.
Okay. Bye.
Suspiciously by age.
Suspiciously to the dwarf,
That's right.
perfectly fine to the
Well,
heart.
hey, let's face it. I'd be suspicious of a statue that grew old and died.
Okay. I'll go.
Cordar's going to be pushing Sparky along. Come on.
Okay, I'll go a little further.
Okay. The next round seems. The next square seems fine.
Just that
Okay.
one alcove suspicious.
Suspicious.
I'm going to
No,
get
it
to
was more the idea that he was. The corridor seemed
Okay,
fine.
so
Tilly was
the next
alcove.
space seems
fine.
fine.
Suspicious
Potentially
alcove.
to get the alcove.
Suspicious alcove.
That's fair enough.
You wish to keep continuing?
The alcoves are suspicious.
Though at this point, a minute has passed since Willie went away.
Okay.
Is he coming back yet? Do I look down the corridor, see him there or not?
Well, looking behind you, it's pretty much obscured by the rest of the party.
Well, okay, I would have expected that it was only Sparky and Cordar that had gone into the
Okay,
corridor.
then it is obscured by this rather lanky-looking half-human with all his gear.
But also, there's probably others in the corridor, like looking into the corridor. We good to go?
Sparky's
Looking
also
back.
crawling, remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Right, I'll keep going until I get to the body, huh? So,
Okay.
God.
So you continue another 5 feet and don't see any obvious traps. All seems perfectly fine here. All perfect.
How far to the body now?
You're probably another 2 minutes from the body. Maybe 3. Hard to tell.
Have we gone past another alcove at that point?
No, you're just about to hit another alcove.
Right.
Well,
Suspicious alcove.
Cordar will hold his patience long enough to get to the next alcove and have a look.
Okay, the next alcove seems perfectly safe.
So, and again, it looks like the statue's fallen because of age or the movement, the volcano type stuff that was in.
You're 8 rounds into the passageway. Not suspicious whatsoever.
Cordar's going to be tapping Sparky on the shoulder, saying, "It seems we're pretty good here. Let's at least, if you like, I'm happy to go down and get to the body."
Okay, well, I'll just start. Not kind of crawling up on.
Cordar will step over Sparky while she's crawling on the ground.
Even before we hear click.
Keep perception of what's going on around me. Okay.
Okay, you're just going to have a listen to see what's going on.
I'm not using my eyesight with my. No, I just want to see if I can see anything.
Okay, so what is Cordar's passive and perception, and what is Sparky's passive perception?
Cordar's passive is 18.
I'm 16.
Okay, so Sparky's perfectly fine, doesn't hear or see anything out of place. Not suspicious whatsoever, as Cordar reaches the body.
Okay. And what are we looking at with the body?
Don't worry, it's now 9 rounds that you've been away for. Nothing
not
suspicious here whatsoever.
I'm not worried.
Okay, so...
Splitting the party is always a great idea, right? Right?
Okay, so your Cordar finds himself standing over the body of a sort of familiar-looking barbarian-esque person.
Like B3 of the minions?
Yeah, very, very much the Cro-Manga version of the minions. The larger forehead, the more pronounced teeth, probably some orcish blood in the heritage, or just bad genes.
How... okay, Cord will have a look, but I think Sparky might be better to look at. What's the idea of... how long do you think he's been dead for?
Looks like he's been dead for maybe a day and a half to 2 days.
Fresh.
And his sword is snapped. His body is crushed. Feels very much like what happened to Puppy.
Does it look like... is it actually obvious as to what might have killed him?
You think the statue fell on him.
Right. Because in fact, so his body is actually under some of the rubble type.
Yes, it is. Though he does have nice looking armor compared to the rest of him. The rest of him is completely soaked in blood, but the armor does not have a drop on it.
So for a minion, you get to make the armor. Nice.
It stands out as different.
And we're about...
And Sparky's still, a little bit behind you.
Yeah, okay, fine, okay. And we're about... I'm about 2/3 of the way down the corridor.
You're most of the way down the corridor.
Most of the way corridor, yeah. Okay, yep.
You're basically a stone's throw from the end.
Well, there's lots of stones to throw. Any more alcoves between...
This is the last alcove.
Yeah, okay. Well...
And yes, Sparky rolled a 1 on the first alcove.
Which is why I was suspicious.
no, I figured that much.
Suspicious.
And if there was a trap, he didn't roll high enough to notice.
Okay. And what you don't know about can't hurt you.
Yes, that's what I love about secret rolls.
It's how we've gotten to half this mess already.
How long has it been since Will's gone?
Oh, only 2 minutes, nothing to worry about.
2?
Yeah,
2 minutes.
For a 30-second walk.
Oh, you expected it to be about 12 seconds.
Okay, it'd be a little while.
Maybe a little bit more than that.
Time to have a look around, see what's there, or hang on, pick up a few random other influence on the way.
Harry will chirp up saying, "Where's Willie?"
So someone's actually noticed you're being kind. and commented on it.
I feel all warm inside.
Hey, tell me about it.
Absolutely.
Fair enough. Yes, because we can actually see each other, you know.
It's like, oh, you're here. Where's your character?
We're not blindly like tying demons to our ropes.
Well, it would be weird for them if they then had a extra member of the party and you weren't there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not like I hadn't done that before.
Yeah.
Someone suddenly friendly with
Or-
Dimitri.
Where did you say he was going? You said he was
Yeah,
going to the
order.
bridge.
Can I do that thing? Is it all good?
Well, what does Perry remember that Willie said? Because Perry was busy. Perry gets to make a flat intelligence check.
Flat intelligence check.
Flat memory check. So that means you've got to roll
Total.
just a d20, and whatever the d20 is, whether or not it beats the base DC that I'm setting.
Sure.
Oh, he's not. It's not a flat intelligence, so he doesn't get to add his flat his intelligence bonus.
17.
Okay, Perry does remember that he was going back to the room that still had Deuce's arm sticking out of it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because that was where you found the
first
sheep gem.
Yeah, the first check. And I know that's fairly close by, so we shouldn't be taking...
You would sure that you could probably take maybe 2 or 3 minutes to walk there and back, but Willie, he's got the speed of the gods behind him.
I did run off.
You did run off.
Of course, he probably slipped on the. He went straight over the pool on the thing. He took the narrow passage, the narrow bridge, not the edgeway, and slipped off the creek.
Yes.
Perry's going to chirp up and just say, I think Willie could be in trouble. He headed back towards the other jam. He hasn't come back.
Well,
He said that he believed that the other gem could have...
yeah.
Well, technically
he said he was checking.
Technically, you haven't gone down the passageway yet. You could always head off and find him.
I'm going to go find Willie. I'm worried about him. And I'll
Let's
head back
go.
to...
Take Doozer.
Yeah, I'll
So
take
Willie
Doozer.
disappears, the wizard disappears,
And
and
Doozer
Doozer decides to go look for the wizard, he disappears.
Well,
What
hey,
the hell?
it's a horror game after all.
Cordar and Sparky will continue on forward.
We're not going back there. There's bloody half the party did go back that way.
There he goes.
The well, okay. So I think if wait a bit longer, Cordar will take the time to try and strip the armor off this body.
Okay, you spend a little while doing that, and we'll go to the other. So, Perry, you're going back with Doozer to find Willie. At the bottom of the stairs, just before the gemstone, you see a glowing force field with a rather annoyed-looking monk inside something he can't punch out.
So, but he actually still moves like it's sort of a box that he's stepped inside. He's not trapped like this.
No, but it is a fully enclosing wall of force sort of thing. Like there is a
Cube
little
of
sphere.
force. It's a force cube.
Mm-hmm. It's the put the person in the corner spell
Yeah.
because it stops them being able to interact with anything, and if it's there long enough, they pass out because there's no more oxygen.
Yeah. Alright.
Because it doesn't have, you can't yell through it. You can sign through it. And I'm sure Willie's doing much interesting signs.
Haven't you texted the roof? Is that what you're saying? Can't punch the roof.
I'm miming. Making sure it's...
Trying to find the door.
And it happened as soon as you touched the gem.
Oh, really?
Oh, so he did actually get back to the gem.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. So the gem was there. So.
You didn't manage to pick up the gem, but as soon as you touched it.
Oh.
So is the gem in there with me?
Nope.
So Perry sees Willie going like this, thinking, "Oh God, he's been hit by that blindness illusion again."
But I can see the wall. Force.
You can see the shimmering wall.
Alright.
I'm sure Doozer can cut through
Found
it.
Willie.
Oh, is that Willie?
He's in the equivalent of a mime box.
How?
Put the mime in the corner.
Yeah.
And you can see the gemstone sitting on the pedestal glowing at the moment.
Oh god. Okay.
It's
I said it, didn't I?
it's what you get for trying to steal the gem twice.
What? Yeah.
Doomsday does hear
allow
a
some.
response as a sort of a groan in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, whatever god you've called upon doesn't particularly want to be called upon at this point.
Okay, sorry. Jeez.
And no, he doesn't have a offspring in the world either. Isn't it interesting when swear words have religious connotations?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I know.
Imagine how much we tripped up Victor on that one.
Yeah.
I should.
It marks it before that moved before.
Mark has, yes.
I should know better at this point, but really.
Well, in a place with active gods.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in the shrine of one of them.
The gods are there to listen.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually taking one of the worshippers' tests.
Okay. Do I have a feeling? Do I know what god it is, or just be like?
It's Goddess of Wrath, isn't it?
That is correct.
Oh.
Next Temporian.
Who punishes those people to see if they're worthy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow.
Which means Willie's probably the worthiest one so far.
in the queue getting up.
Because anger fuels the god. Anger is like worship to it. Unfortunately, it also means that people have uncontrolled anger.
I
this-
have that normally, so
We literally have a stick of dynamite. So we literally have a stick of dynamite in the Temple of Wrath right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're asking for a big broom? Ta-da!
So, how will you disarm this trap?
Well, I presume that Willie's tried to punch it.
No,
Well, you can't hear Willie.
Willie tried to pick up the gem. I'm assuming.
yes, they're probably like
But well,
bloody fist from
how far is Willie actually
This
from the
might,
gem?
assuming
Right
blood
next
can
to it.
stick
Yeah,
to a
right
wall
next
of
to it,
force.
so.
There might be a little bit of blood.
Smiley face.
Yeah, yeah. Pain on it. Get me the fuck out of here.
Unfortunately, it doesn't stay.
Nah.
Wall of forces are completely frictionless.
No. So it just drips down.
Which makes it even more frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
I presume the puddle of blood on the floor is Willie punching it, so I'm not going to punch it. I'm going.
I know how I did it, but I can't tell you how I did it. So.
I mean, I can try punching it if you really want me to, but I don't think that's a good idea, and I look at parry.
Yeah. Can I go up to the gem?
Yep.
Not touch it.
You're looking at the gem. It's blue. It's glowing.
It's blue and it's glowing. Okay, do a knowledge arcana check to see
Oddly enough, your other axe.
You
if
can.
I can disable or take it. Maybe. Deactivate it.
Let's see.
Force axe against the fourth wall.
That is quite a nice check because it's called a investigate check.
The problem is, it's not a fourth act. It was
Investigate.
literally my second.
Interact,
next
actually, I
roll.
think it is.
Oh.
That
So
meant
you
I
actually get to
decided
make a
wield
roll.
for me.
Well, let's see if you want to actually do something
You got
to
to
it,
fight
or
side
you
by side.
can.
Sort of.
I was just
One
trying to
arming.
think of I was trying to get knowledge behind it before I interact with it.
Okay, in which case that is a different check. I think there is a specific one under
Yeah.
the skills. I'm just looking up the new ones because I know how they change things.
Yeah.
Start of skills.
Rather than, you know,
Get some
touch it and there's a second cube of force.
recall knowledge.
Third and a fourth.
Recall knowledge is another secret check.
Ooh.
So, which knowledge are you doing?
Arcana. I'm assuming it's magic.
Okay, what is your bonus?
My bonus to Arcana is 16.
Okay, so you're probably sure this is tied to the door you opened.
So if we take it out now, the door's shut.
Most likely. But it'll most likely through the wall.
Alright, okay. Or do we have to shut the door?
You can't shut the door
So the door
because...
disappears. Like it went into the wall.
Okay.
And it wasn't something we could get access to again. So.
Alright, well,
It's designed to mess with thieves.
yes, I can.
You get
Yes.
stuck inside. It's the monkey trap.
Ah.
Like the monkey
So
puts their arm
if
in, can't pull out the apple while they're holding onto an apple.
If I grab the gem now,
Yep.
I'm assuming the door
Will shut.
will shut.
And most likely the wall will drop.
Like the force wall.
Yes, the force wall.
Which then would mean...
Can we
Not,
put,
not,
can
not
we put
everything
the gem,
inside that room
Can
will
we
fall.
can we put the gem back in the door? To
So then
open
the
it
idea
and
being,
not get
potentially
it?
you can then take the door.
Well,
take the door back
that
to the
is
door.
the whole
That's
idea
right.
of what I'm going to do.
Yeah. And if you leave someone waiting here to catch the gem before it actually goes back into the thing, you'll be fine.
Alright, I will.
Or it appears inside their hand.
Either way.
Well, my knowledge will understand like there's only one. You can only use one. Or do I not know that?
Which part?
It only uses one box of force, basically. If I pick it up, I'll be safe.
Well, you're assuming that the trap is to basically keep at least one thief here.
At least one.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not like thieves are going to work together. There's only ever one thief at a time,
Yeah.
surely.
Which means that if it's more than two thieves, then one will probably die.
Alright,
That's assuming that the force wall will go down if you pick it up.
before I pick up this gem, I'll explain to Doozer everything that I just know about. So, just in case there is a section.
Okay, so Willie's just watching this, Parry do this mouth sort of motion, gesturing to Doozer.
Willie got weird lips,
You can see
haven't
Drew's eyes like glazing over as like half of what Harry is saying goes over his head.
That's hilarious.
And I pick up the gem.
Okay.
Willie's going,
Oh, I'm looking at the wizard going, one hopes he knows what he's doing.
And as
but
he
you know I'm better than that.
As he picks it up, the light goes out on the gem, the wall drops, and that's where
We suddenly notice it's got a bit darker because...
you hear the sound of the door grinding shut.
60 feet away from us, or 80 feet away from us at the moment.
Well, it takes less than a round
Thanks,
to
buddy.
Yeah,
shut.
yeah.
You're welcome. It's disappointing.
I'll get out my
So
path.
we
I was just cautious
we
because I didn't know whether
can't
we would
run
do a
back to the
second
door
box.
before it shuts, basically.
I
So
was
it's
worried
getting
about
all-
something
yeah.
similar, yes.
Even the monk at full speed could not reach the door.
Yeah.
Alright.
Of course, if you had mentioned it was going to be... If you had to come back and mentioned it, we might have been able to jam the door open.
I doubt it. I doubt it very highly. So, let's go.
Okay, so yes, you end up walking back to the door.
Yep.
Which gem do you put in this time?
We only have one.
You got two.
I've only got one.
No, it's
He's got one. Sparky's got one.
Yeah, but from this side, we've only got one.
I know.
We put
It disappears,
Not
and
try.
the door opens.
Wait, we're back where we started.
It was almost the entire session we ended up in the same room you did the previous session and the session before.
Yeah.
We just love going on loops in this party. It's so great.
What's this? This side object that we desperately want because it's somewhat worth money. Let's go back towards that.
That was Cordar's concern.
1,000 gold. It's going to clear
1,000 gold goes a long way.
its darkest depths.
Compare it to D&D, that's as if it's a 10,000 GP gold item sitting there in old D&D terms. Because everything's being dropped down.
Pathfinder 2 is effectively a silver piece is the equivalent of a gold piece.
I will explain to Spike and Gordo when we open the door and catch up the door. Yes, we can get the gem, but the first person to touch the gem is more likely going to get trapped.
No, they're
in the box of
gone.
force.
Gem's gone.
So good. We've got the other gem.
Yeah. But we're going to need to use that too, you know?
At least they didn't send Sparky back to get it.
Yeah.
That would have just been like almost comedic justice right there.
Fucking bitch who made this place. You know, dangles some carrots and then jerks them away. What a jerk.
And we're talking gods in a temple. That's why Cordar loots the bodies of those intruders. So what's the...
we're also talking about
what's the... what sort of armor was it?
Hide armor.
Hide armor.
I was about to say, you totally looted the dead guy, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Why not? Yeah, he doesn't need it anymore.
What are the right idea?
I mean,
And as I
I
say-
lost my minions
And
to...
looting the bodies of intruders to the temple is likely to be a lot safer than looting the temple itself.
Something I should tell you as well is we found armor and a sword.
This is before we
And
went through
we're
the-
assuming they're magic. So
Okay.
I think the sword was a long sword. I'm not sure what the actual armor itself was.
Okay.
Didn't the sword
But since you wear armor,
go to...
But, okay, you remember, of course,
No,
said,
not yet. I
as
offered
soon,
it to you and you said no.
yeah, but remember, as soon as you give something to Cordar, don't expect it back.
No.
So, because of the fact that like, he has got shard agreed, that makes it very hard for him to give things back as much as he might want to for the party's sake. It could be.
I'm assuming
it'd be
your
weird.
armor's magical.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, certainly this hide armor I'm assuming is magical based upon the fact that
No.
it appeared to be a lot better off.
The magic your...
Okay.
The armor you
On
found.
my armor at the moment, yes, I think, from memory. I'm pretty certain I've got a rune on it.
Okay, so when we get out, assuming we do, we'll weigh up which is better, the armor
Well-
I've got or the armor you've got.
But it's also the sort of thing that it's one of the good things or beneficial things in Pathfinder is like this makes hide armor. Even if no one can wear hide armor, we can potentially take the rune off the hide armor, put it onto someone else's armor.
I'm pretty sure Doozer wears hide.
The Doozer might well wear
Okay.
hide, but it's the sort of thing that,
What
like I
do
say,
I
the armor itself, if it's magical, is certainly useful because you can always take
No,
the
actually,
rune off.
I have
and
a
transfer
silver
it.
breast. I have a silver breastplate +1, so no, I don't wear.
And
hide.
Cordar does have +1 half plate. So.
User has shiny mail.
I have shiny mail.
Yes. Okay, so it was hide armor, but I'm guessing Cordar probably can't actually spot them if it's got a rune on or things like that. But it's obviously, or presumably, magical. So,
You do know it's magical because it should have been completely drenched in blood.
yes. Yes.
And it was dry to the touch. Well, the blood was dry anyway, but it wasn't sticky.
Yeah, it's magical. It's got a permanent prestidigitation on it. Clean armor.
Be a good market for that, I imagine.
There is. It's one of the nicest of the magical abilities you can give in D&D.
Personally, I don't think
Always clean.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think it's all that good a market in a bunch of barbarians.
No.
But yes, okay, so I'll note down hide armor, magical in party treasure, but hey, it's in my pouch now.
Yeah, like Cordars looted it and
Yeah, we're
never
not getting
see the light of day again.
Hey, it's not my fault. I fight hard against the shard agreed.
Yeah.
He lets everyone else have a chance.
I mean, I didn't even get down there yet, so.
kidding?
I'm meowing.
Not me.
Not me.
Okay, so yes, you can see that there's a pool of water in the next room.
Okay, yeah, so we get to the door obviously opens.
Well, there's no
okay,
door.
and-
There's no door at the end.
Okay.
No, not for me.
So we weren't even exactly inside the room when the door closed. So it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Didn't take him too long to get back.
I just do it.
And looking in it, it's a pool of crystal clear water fills the far half of the room, flanked by a pair of 5-foot wide walkways that lead to iron slabs in the wall. Iron slabs? It doesn't look like that in the description. Oh yeah, okay. The slab to the north is decorated with a silvery inlay of a wizard casting a burning spell, while the slab to the south is decorated with a silver inlay of a soldier wielding a rancier in battle. Short phrases are etched in the stone arch above each iron slab. Between the slabs, a carving of an archway made of lines of script adorn the walls just above the water's edge.
Okay. Will I know what gods these are?
well, presumably the one with the Rancur is going to be the goddess of the Runelords' wrath, and the other one is possibly just the Runelord of Wrath in a different
Form.
Incarnation, or possibly fighting one of the other Runelords. So what was the description of the other one?
Okay, one was a
Fire.
wizard casting a burning spell, while the other one was a soldier wielding a rancier in battle.
And did they appear to be side by side working together, or were they fighting each other?
They don't seem to be fighting each other.
Okay.
They just seem to be depictations on the door itself.
Right. Yeah. Okay. But is it a single door? Or are we talking double doors with one on each door?
Well, they are doors separated by a pull.
Okay. Sorry. Yep.
So we come in, pull.
So you come in, there's a walkway, one door with burning, one door with rancier.
Yeah.
And can we make out the language of whatever the script is?
It is Thassilonian.
Is there any indications of others in front of us, about maybe 36 hours in front, that went one way or the other? Is there, I don't know if there's dust or rubble still on the floor in this area that might have been kicked around?
And kind of maybe blood splattered somewhere, or
Where someone didn't quite escape the...
whatever the trap was.
What does the text say? Because I can read it, but I can't speak.
Okay, so as you look at it, give me a will save.
Yay!
So where's the writing?
There's writing on the doors.
On the door. So which door did you go to first? It's probably
The wizard one, of course.
Yeah, the wizard.
Fair enough. Yeah, you wouldn't want to go to the temple, the Runelord of Wrath in the Temple of Wrath.
Natural 20!
Natural 20.
33 upgrades.
Okay, so you hear a
Unlimited power.
commanding voice in your head echoing, "Scold me with your wrathful magic."
Scold me with your wrathful magic.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like an acid grip type of effect.
Some sort of offensive.
Yeah, offensive, damaging.
Yeah.
Just if you use that acid grip, it's sort of like run the nails down the rock.
and it looks as if there may be some recent acid damage to the door.
Recent
Okay. We weren't the first to think of it.
I'll tell everyone to step back, preferably 15 feet.
Well, I think we're still actually we haven't necessarily gone past the corridor yet. You've got to head to the door.
Hey! How you doing? Well, I'm going to take 15.
Well,
I'm going to stand 15 feet away.
Because Corda was looking at the ground to see if you can work
And
out which
I
side
am
that way
going
down the corridor.
to-
And Corda does get this flashback as he looks in the center. I'll give him a will save as well. Because Corda was taking a good long look at it.
Yep. It's not a 20. 16.
Okay, so you remember how you fired an arrow through a portal?
Mm-hmm.
It looks almost like exactly like that portal, except not broken or active.
Oh, the pool in
The pool of water right behind it, so it looks like another portal.
But this one's not flickering through
This one's not currently active.
Yep.
You need something to activate it.
an arrow. That'll do.
Yeah. I was just about to say.
Especially while standing in the water.
Does this like when we excuse me, when we first came from like when we went through the portal and ended up in slightly different, like nearby but slightly different spaces, one of the rooms that Willie and Sparky came in had the picture of the Runelord and things like that.
Carving of
shoes.
Carving of
Okay, yeah. What could actually a portal or anything like that?
It was not a portal. It was an exit point.
Yeah.
Not an actual portal.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is why things sort of went screwy.
Okay. Well. But can you actually spot any evidence of which way Tentacle Command might have gone?
You believe that they walked down the path Parry's chosen.
Yep. And so, yep, okay. Basically, yeah, quarter will be catching up to Perry, I guess, at that sort of time. And then just as you're saying, hey, step back,
Yeah, step back.
something's a problem.
I throw a caustic blast at the door.
Okay.
You're not going to pull the claws down the blackboard?
Okay, so you hit it with your magic and it rumbles as it slides into the wall, showing a passageway behind.
Wait.
Is that the only door that shows recent
Well,
something done to it?
Do
you go up and examine the other one?
But let's say you're going to look at the other door. Is the other door also got Thassilonian writing on it?
It does.
So,
I don't know Thassilonian though, so.
no, exactly. So it's whether or not Harry wants to look at the other writing as well.
I mean,
Well,
imagine.
not
Either way-
so much looking at the writing. I just want to know: is this the only door that had visible damage?
You go up and have a look at it.
Is there only one other door?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'll go look at it.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Cordar will point out the fact that
I'm bored.
the resemblance
bored.
I'm bored.
the resemblance between the pool and the other portals. But obviously,
Okay.
he's not going to go through it at the moment.
It shows signs of chips, but the chips look like they haven't been there for a while. Give me a will save.
Save. Woo. Woo. 25.
25. Okay, you do hear a voice echo in your head. Scour me with your furious arms. Slight pause.
Scour me with your ferocious arm. Okay.
Actually, hit it with his axe.
Yeah. Yeah. So the chip damage doesn't look recent?
No.
No, okay.
Because Tentacle Man got through the magic way.
Yes.
But yeah, okay, well, I say Cordike basically looking down the corridor that Parry's open to see what's down there. But
Okay, it looks to be a long passageway leading into a room for light. One of the few rooms you've actually seen that is lit.
Yep. I mean, like, hey, we know how to get through the other door if we need to. Just saying.
I love that.
but the question is it worth opening the other door and seeing whether or not it goes to the same, like whether the corridor goes the same way down that thing and they're going to be parallel paths, or whether they're going the parallel paths going to the same place, or whether they will go divergent places.
Be likely.
I mean, we could try.
But if we go down the wizard one where the other guys have gone,
I mean,
down,
seemingly that's what
get
we're
into
following.
the room of the light. Theoretically, there should be another
door.
on the right hand side.
If it does parallel, yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, hey, I just wanted to look at the other door because
Yep.
Why not?
why not? We were there.
Yeah.
So
Do you think Drew's is up to the challenge?
Of whacking the door with my
so
axe.
you've been
Flail that arm.
Dooz has been challenged to a skill at arms contest.
Or was it actual challenge?
Hmm?
Oh.
It says, scour me with your arms.
Okay, well, if Dooza perceives it as a challenge, then yes. I will attack the door as ferociously as I can.
With
Okay.
what?
My...
One arm.
One arm, or the back of your axe, or the front of your axe, or...
the front of my axe.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
With your head, using your head.
Use
There's
my
always
head.
a chance you can miss.
There's always a chance I can
Personally, I would
miss.
have thought that you've got an axe with a nice sharp end and a blunt end, and you've got a stone door in front of you.
Metal door, actually.
Metal.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's metal. It's metal on metal. It's fine,
Yeah, okay,
right?
that'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
What could go
Until
wrong?
you hear the handle of your axe go snap.
I mean, I have two of them. They are.
And you only use one at a time now.
That's fair.
I've got options now.
Yeah. That one. 22.
Okay, so yes, there is a nice
Door
strike.
dodge.
Do damage.
A nice what?
Roll damage.
I'll roll damage. What are they? D8.
Yeah, somehow the door moved.
Yeah, door locked.
The door touched. No, that's not a D8. That's also not a D8.
Or maybe, okay, you open the door. It's a scaredy door. I can't open.
Let's not get crazy.
15.
Okay, 15. Okay, so there's sparks as you make a small little slice into the door.
Yep.
And then the door slides open.
Sweet.
We
And you hear the other door slide shut.
weren't aiming for electricity.
Has anyone walked through the other door yet?
Okay.
Not yet.
You have Cordo right at the door, as he was the one having a look. Luckily, he didn't step into the doorway. Because that's
Well, actually, no. 'Cause I probably heard the smack on the other door and the sparks, as opposed to thinking, okay, the door's only open for a period of time. Oh no, it's the other side.
Oh,
Okay,
we're
well,
liking this area more. And we can't get the gems back. We're gonna open one door at a time.
We knew that though, because the whole theme so far has been you present the password, the door in front of you opens, the door behind you shuts. You present the orcish gibberish again, the same thing.
and you do have a feeling that the door back has closed.
okay.
No turning around.
No turning around. Yeah.
But I mean, hey, that's also, let's say, it's the element of piety into the temple. You've got to choose your pathway. You only go down one path.
Mm.
So,
That'll be the right one.
so therefore, okay, well, yeah. So the door suddenly shut in Cordar's face.
I mean, Parry can always just magic the other door
Yeah,
again.
but okay, but so walk down your corridor
Well,
then.
there you can't.
Cordar can't walk over the other corridor.
Yeah, it doesn't
You get a
look...
long corridor
doesn't look
leading
the
in the
same.
same.
It seems to be a shorter corridor that bends, going out from view,
Shorter
off a right angle.
The best.
I would suggest that if we can open the other door back again, we want to go that way because that seems to be the way that
The bad guys.
it's not Masakine, that's a different character or a different thing.
Tentacle head.
Yeah.
Magus Azul.
Magus Azul.
Why was all lacking Sparky's examples?
Sparky's just taking it all in.
Sparky's just going on. Why don't I just answer?
Sparky's still probably about 40 feet back, crawling.
He's got past the last alcove now.
if anyone makes a comment to Deucer about the door, it's just be like, the door challenged me, okay? The door spoke to me and said,
Oh,
"Bash
did
me."
the door hurt your feelings about your one arm, did it?
A little bit. It actually made the correction. Alright.
Well, that's being nice to you. It was just being like equal.
He didn't want to be insensitive.
Exactly.
By being insensitive.
By pointing out the fact you only have one arm. Wait, you have one arm.
Still doesn't mean I can't punch you to nothingness.
Well, particularly since technically you still carry arms, even with an arm.
Yeah.
And you're hitting the door with your arms, even if you've got one of them.
Yes.
But yes, so, okay. I believe we're seeing if with you, your spells can open the other door again.
Yes, your acid splashy.
I can do it.
Just because it was, okay, that's the way that the other guy went apparently.
Yep.
And hey, it may not work, but doesn't hurt to try, probably.
Yeah.
If not, we can always go through the portal.
You gonna shoot an arrow at the pool again? An arrow to the knee.
Well, no, we have to activate it this time.
2018 called their one of their joke practice one.
Even earlier than that.
Yeah, actually probably was.
It's like 2012.
2012. Whenever Skyrim came out.
Pretty sure it's like 2012 or 2011. It's actually maybe even earlier than that. It's a bit scary.
But yeah, so does the acid
2011.
blast activate the door?
It does, and you see the other one slam shut.
Yep.
Yep.
Hopefully, Doomsday didn't have one arm in the door.
No. Thank
Flexing
you.
the arm through the doorway.
I beat you, door!
No. And probably the same thing what happened to Cordo, just like run from my nose, like.
Well, no, hopefully everyone was aware of what might happen this time. So.
Yes.
I'm sure Perry would have appropriately waited for people to be not standing in the doorway.
Well,
It is Perry after all.
Exactly.
Perry's still remembering the time that Doom decided to jump off the staircase with Perry still attached.
And use Perry as a cushion.
I know.
Okay.
Comfy pincushion.
Cordar will go down the corridor then.
Okay, you start heading down the corridor.
There's a wax the other door again.
Bye, guys.
I can beat him 2 out of 3.
Okay, so you find yourself in a large dome ceiling. Quite a large space compared to all the others you've seen. This one is circular. Has geometric mosaic in the floor. The walls and ceiling all shine softly, which is where the light's been coming from. All it appears to be in layers of glass. A sphere of blue glass pulsing with an inner light is embedded in one wall, and the opposite wall has 3 alcoves. The largest is blocked off by black metal bars spaced fewer than 2 inches apart. Set in the wall at the back of this apparent cell pulses a second blue glass sphere. And the bars all appear to be made of adamantine.
Actually, that's worth collecting.
Oh yeah.
A second glass sphere? Was it like,
Inside, yes.
did you say there was one on the outside of this?
There's one on the outside and one on the
Right,
inside.
yeah, okay. Because I was thinking, hang on, was there a glass sphere above on the balcony where Duke's arm was poking out? So, well, that was the gem that grabbed.
I can wave to you.
So there's 3 alcoves, one's covered by bars, at the moment, is that correct?
Yeah.
Can I see what's in each of the alcoves? Right,
Well, I say the one with the bars has got another blue sphere glowing in it, but whether the other alcoves have anything in them?
There's a big blue sphere in the big chamber and a blue sphere in the middle one with bars blocking access to it.
Okay.
And then the north and south alcoves don't actually have anything in them.
Okay. Cordar's again looking on the ground to see whether or not there's any evidence of passage recently. Are there any other exits from this room?
There does not appear to be any exits from this room.
Okay. So, if he doesn't find any evidence of passage on the ground, he'll go and have a look at the sphere in the middle of the room. Specifically looking to see if there's any like slimy bits or stuff on it that was like when the secret door that led us down the corridor to the portal in the first place.
Okay, so as you're looking, you do see movement coming out of the southern alcove.
How deep was the southern alcove? Apparently, when I glanced, I'm happy it was only
Glanced, it is like a sub room off of it. So the alcove leads into a room,
right?
As is on the other side of the grates.
Okay. Well, as soon as he starts to see movement out of the corner of his eye, he'll definitely be spinning around to face whatever might be coming.
Okay, so. And you hear a voice coming out of the north alcove saying, "Don't touch the sphere."
Well, that was redundant advice initially, anyway.
Actually, he's inside the with the sphere, calling out, "Don't touch the sphere."
So the voice apparently coming from the middle alcove, you mean, or
middle alcove, yeah.
And what was
it sort of said one, and then didn't really explain anything. Oh, he must be in the middle one because he can't get out.
Right. Does it what language is he calling that out in?
He's calling that out in Varisian.
Okay. So.
Okay.
But yes, more importantly, so in that case, I guess I'm spinning around to the sound of the voice, but also, more importantly, to the movement in the corner of my eye.
And we will be calling initiative.
Yeah. Are we surprised?
Not necessarily.
Think what how bad your initiative is.
I mean, I guess so.
Well, but I mean, it's also the sort of thing that if Corda had gone into the to the centre of the room to have a look at this sphere without touching it, you presume that meant he walked past the second alcove, or one of the alcoves that we walked through. Does that leave it closer to the other party, or does that put Corda closer to the movement, or than the party, or the party still closer to him?
Okay, so the party would have followed you into the room.
Okay,
yes.
Oh yeah. Well, certainly they're in the room, but whether or not they'd actually moved to the centre of the room, but hey, I'm guessing people were wanting to look at adamantine bars, and
We're all intrigued.
Sparky was looking at alcoves and things. So
Yeah.
Whoa,
Okay.
really trying to look as far away out.
What is Parry's initiative?
25.
Okay, what is Dooza's initiative?
21.
What is Corda's initiative?
15,
What is Willie's initiative?
18.
What is Sparky's initiative?
I rolled stealth for this one.
Well, you weren't really particularly being stealthy coming into the room, so...
Okay, I'll still just check. 27.
Okay, so all of you sort of hear the sounds of many hands slapping the ground, looking to see what appears to be a mass of arms pulling towards you in one big mass.
Okay.
So we found Deuce's arm.
Oh.
Yeah, I can use one of those, right?
What game does that remind me of? It's an indie game.
So just so Mark can see the mass
Yeah,
of arms.
Okay, so if we cut one of those off, I'm sure we'll just
Where you go through this
we can slap it on.
And it seems to be pulling itself towards you.
We sort of get a
That's
left
the end of the
arm.
game. Congratulations, it's going to
It's really annoying to have two right arms because your thumb's in it.
As it is literally a swarm of arms.
Yeah, a fleshy
Right.
like glob of arms.
And it is... it's tiny. It's a tiny swarm.
Oh, tiny swarm.
Okay, so it's going to go for one of you. Who's it going to
So
go
it's been Sparky?
Oh, where did I put my dice? Over
I
here.
had a better initiative than Sparky, yes.
Well, I was like, okay, wouldn't be hard.
No.
Only 28.
Wrong dice.
Or whatever.
That's the dice.
I was gonna say.
That's what you were saying.
I was gonna say, out of what normally happens in this party, Parry, Dooza, or
Also, I got a 6.
Cheetah often.
I can pick anyone. Who wants to be the target of a mass of arms? Is that the person who's missing an arm? We've got a volunteer.
I think we'll told again.
Everyone saw the joke. Come on.
I mean, he's already telling me to grab a left arm.
Okay,
It's a choice, a left arm.
They're just there to lend you a hand.
Well, admittedly though, by the count of it, if it's only a tiny swarm, it can't be worth putting the arm on because it'll be like Deadpool's hand.
Okay, so they have come to that they scuffle very fast, as they also have a climb and a swim speed.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I have a climb speed as well, so you know.
And let's see, how well are they doing? With all their limbs moving in. Actually, it's a swarm. They don't actually attack you. That's
They
nice.
fill the space and then just you take damage.
Yeah.
Which is annoying.
Just like certain scarab beetles.
Which is annoying.
Okay, so you now get to make a reflex saving throw as you are swarmed by arms. It's very disarming.
They saw you were missing out and they thought they'd join you.
For a minute there, I thought they were only right arms, but I did see a couple of left arms in there. Well, most of the arms held up are right arms.
Do we have any rerolls?
No.
You'll be fine.
Was that a 1?
Yes.
Oh!
Oh.
No.
So what's the total? Look on the bright side. It's not a con. It's not a force
Is it a
save.
reflex?
It is a reflex save, yes.
So 13 downgraded?
13 downgraded. So you turn a failure into a critical failure.
But that's good. It could have been a card carrying failure.
Could
So,
have been.
It was a 1, it was a downgrade.
yeah, that's right. But presumably it's not the total failure of a critical downgrade.
Okay, so with that, you find yourself very much covered by hands that are burning you.
Oh.
They've been learning that acid Gruak spell.
Yeah.
Which I'm about to use.
And you are entangled.
Ooh. That's annoying.
I mean, it's actually it's a bit
You
surprising.
take 5 points of acid damage.
A bit surprising with Fiduka, really. Presumably wants to collect more
And
arms.
at the
So why
same
have one
time, Puppy takes 5 points of acid damage because you were carrying Puppy.
Yep.
Ouch.
Yep. Puppy
And
was...
Puppy wasn't healed fully.
What was his...
He was on 32.
This goes from bad to worse for Puppy.
I thought he was on less than that.
He had 32 healed.
Oh, sorry, yeah, so what was his total damage?
He just took 5
He took
damage.
5 then, yeah. So he's
So
on 27.
he's got 27 left.
That'd be the thing, giant mate. If this is a swarm of tiny swarm of arms, that means the hands are probably about pork-sized.
Turn Puppy into an abomination.
The picture of it
Oh,
makes
give
it
him
look
opposable
like
thumbs.
that it's
Yeah.
a large creature because they've got arrows stuck in it.
Yeah.
But they must be pixie arrows by the size of it.
Or the artist didn't read the size.
Yes, and I looked at it, or the person who did the size didn't think about it and went, yes, tiny seems to be perfectly fine.
I mean,
No, it's had the enlarged spell put on it.
because
Right?
but if you get a swarm of rats or a swarm of beetles, do they call that tiny? In the sense that it's
Most of
tiny
the time,
creatures?
the swarm is large because it
Medium or
covers
large or things like
because it covers an area and
That's
you get
right.
multiple people.
Because I was thinking, yes, well, arms might count as tiny because they're about the size of a cat type stuff.
Yes, but they're all
A
connected.
swarm of them together will fill a 10-foot square or something.
But they only fit a tiny square.
Okay, but either way, so yeah, so
Not even one.
I believe that's Sparky's
No,
turn next.
you can fit 16 of these in a square. Because that's stacking them on top of each other. Yeah, it's
Because tiny, that's just one step under small, isn't
So
it?
basically
One
it's
step
like
under
latched onto
small,
my
yes.
arm and is like...
Because small takes up a 5 foot square as well.
Yeah, it's less from the
but it's smaller than small.
Yeah, that's right.
No,
That's
like,
big
no,
four
no,
times.
it's saying it's like that big. So it's literally latched onto one of my arms and it's like...
Anyway, what's Sparky doing?
Big leech.
Wait.
So the person up next is Sparky. You see that Doozer has been very handy right now.
I rush in with great boisterous
Wait,
thing,
didn't I give
quick draw my daggers, and
Yep.
stab the thing.
Okay, so give me an attack roll.
It's okay. You've got Puppy, you can make shield.
No. No, I don't.
Oh, actually they say 10 feet space. But it's
Yeah.
a tiny creature.
Yeah, well, it'd be
I missed that part.
it'd be a large space of tiny creatures.
And I also forgot the other damage for when it actually swarmed you in the first place. The other is the round damage.
Yeah, that's
There is it's hit you in a swarm. So the swarm is another 15 points of acid damage.
Ouch.
If it fills a 10 by 10,
It's
yeah,
many
10 by
different
10,
things.
then effectively it's likely to get more than one person.
Well, potentially we could get to one. It could certainly hold one or entangle more than one person at a time.
Yeah.
So I'm on...
But whether it can attack more than one person at a time might be the question. But if there's certainly more people in the area of it,
But it
then
got-
we'll be taking damage.
And Puppy will have also have taken the 20 points.
Ouch.
As will Giant.
Bloody hell.
Ah.
So what's the total
Ah,
amount of damage on Puppy at the moment? Yes.
Puppy has 13 hit points left.
Has
And Giant has 26 hit points left.
Ouch.
So he's taking a total of 33 damage.
Okay, so are you going to go up and stab?
So you're stabbing. What effects do Sparky stabs do?
Sparky has a 31 on the dice.
Okay, it won't be a critical.
That's okay.
But won't cause any damage.
Now I've got a ghost touch.
It's not a. It's not that sort of creature. It's
Because
not
the problem is that
substantial.
being a swarm,
Yeah.
weapons don't normally make an effect.
Yeah.
They have a reduced effect.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have anything else at the moment.
No, that's okay. Yeah. Do your damage, and we'll find out what it's doing.
Well, that was great. 3 on the dice, plus 5 is 8.
Okay.
Magical, piercing.
Okay, so with that, you do this swing and a swing, and don't seem to have got the acid all over you. You're not sure if you're very successful.
Did I contact it all?
You did.
Feels
Okay,
squishy.
so that's 2 actions, right?
That is, yes, 2 actions: move, draw, swing.
Isn't that 3?
He gets the quick draw.
Oh, he's got quick draw.
I've got a quick draw, so
Yeah.
I'll roll again for -4. So.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot that you also had quick draw.
Why is everyone clustering around the swarm?
21 done.
21. That is also a hit.
You asking of this party? You have to ask the question.
9 points of magical piercing.
9 points of magical piercing. Okay, so you feel it is also just as effective as the first swing.
Yeah, I think I'm doing well so far.
What's the worst that can happen? Okay, so next person up we have is Parry. How will Parry save the day?
Parry.
Effect spells.
Well,
Yeah, but I wouldn't recommend acid.
No. Other than acid. Yes.
I mean, I can target it with frostbite, but
No, hopefully effective. Although no, because
if it affects a single creature, then
Yeah,
it's not
okay.
worth doing
If
that.
it is a targeted spell, like if it's affecting a target, if the target is a creature, it will be
Much
either
less.
ineffective or less effective.
Bring the thunder! Bring the thunder!
that's also a target creature.
Oh, come on!
Yes.
Does sweep work for?
No.
I mean, it's sort of thing. Cordar's going to be using your sword for the fire damage, not
Yeah.
for the.
Yeah.
So the idea, like, your frost type stuff might still be effective, and hey, I mean.
No, I was
it's
just, I was just
still
thinking
effective.
if, like you were saying, like, you know, area of effect, they sweep is technically hitting multiple targets in the round.
Alright.
Yeah,
Well-
I think that the way for swarms, it's normally the idea of if whatever the effect is targets a creature or
creature,
a number of creatures, then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
How's everyone's reflex save?
Reasonable.
Usually pretty
Well,
good.
probably, hopefully, it only affects hit. You only do last hit, don't you?
When I
And
don't
all
when
the
I don't
puppies.
when I don't roll a natural one.
How's
course.
everyone's reflex save?
Of course, the puppies are probably bad.
Is it area of effect yet?
What's that?
It is a area effect. So what area effect do you cast Fireball today? Or have you already used up your Fireball for
Oh, I
today?
have not used my
He has
fireball.
not used fireball.
So Fireball it is then.
Is this where I roll in that 20 to
Yeah.
reflex save this?
Well, the real question though is how much.
But do I waste? Because the only other area of effect spell is acid.
Yeah, and chances are it's not going to affect this creature.
Well, the
Well-
point is,
It does constitute a 10 by 10.
but
So, yeah, but to affect it, all you've really got to do is have 5 foot of it within the fireball, and the creature as a whole is going to take the damage.
remember also, okay, the other thing to think about is, if you like, we're talking about the fact that swarms have problems. It wasn't so long ago that Cordar did manage to deal with
Yeah.
the swarm of
Yeah.
beetles
Yeah.
very efficiently.
Yeah.
So, if you're concerned about what you can do, you could always potentially wait to see whether or not other things can happen first, and then
Yeah.
act
That's
later in
probably
the
the time
round.
to delay.
Yeah, I'll delay.
So
Because obviously it's already acted, so.
Yeah.
I can try attacking. I can try sweep. It just might not be effective. I mean, like I go next anyway,
yeah,
so
that-
like
I
I either try and get out of the goop to let people attack it. If I can. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's escape, isn't it? Or,
yeah, you can do escape artist is one way of doing it, or
well, no, it's the
athletics.
escape. It's the escape action of using athletics to
Yeah.
get out. Yeah.
But
Which is what I
basically,
do.
like if you would do that kind of house,
Yes.
as
yeah.
opposed to a dexterous type person might use the escape artist.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's see what Harry does first before we find out if you need to.
He's
Good
Good
doing-
delaying.
I'm not gonna drop a fireball in a very small area.
So,
I really wanted to.
Well, at least not till the end of the round.
I'm going to use the augmentation.
Not till more people have congregated around
Action
first.
where I'm going to use my.
More people in the
Is it athletics or acrobatics to escape, like the grapple?
Everyone.
I'm looking at it up now.
Because you don't want to waste it.
Parry wins.
Yes. I'm the only one left.
It is a.
This isn't the battle royale, guys.
So you do your unarmed attack modifier against the DC of the effect.
Huh?
That is the escape action.
Okay.
You can attempt to use an acrobatics or athletics check instead of using your attack modifier if you choose, but this action still has the attack trait.
Okay, so can I use my athletics?
You can use your
Okay,
athletics.
sweet.
So your unarmed's probably going to be just as good, I would have thought. But
My unarmed. I am trained
You
unarmed.
better do athletics.
But it's better to do athletics because it's 10 plus your
10 plus 2 plus strength.
plus strength, which would be
16.
well, I would have said it would have been working out almost identical because
well, it's plus
Yeah.
16 to
if, you,
plus 14.
if you're
so
trained in
that actually
if you're
could
trained
be-
in athletics and you're trained in unarmed, they're the same. They're both strength based. They're going to be the same.
plus 5.
That's fine. You're athletic.
And as a warrior type, you might even be expert in unarmed. So
Can I read it?
So athletics is 9 plus 5. Yeah. So what? Unarmed is 10 plus. So trained is plus 2 plus 5. Why is it 17?
It shouldn't be.
sorry, what do you
Yeah.
what do you said? Tim? Yeah.
Attributed 5, trained 2, 7, plus 10, 17.
Yeah, there you go. It's better going unarmed.
It's better to go unarmed. Okay, that's hilarious actually.
Which is sometimes amusing.
Yes, because my athletics is plus 14. So
But the point is, you're a fighter.
I'm trained in athletics as well with a strength of plus 5, and my unarmed escape is better. How?
Yep.
How?
What's it? So what is the base thing? It's
They should be the same order.
it should be the same. So it's plus your level, which is 5,
Yeah.
plus you're expert in it.
I'm expert.
Yeah.
So that should be plus 4. So that is 9.
9. Yep.
What is your strength modifier?
5.
So that makes it
So it's
14.
Yeah.
So it is 14 either way.
Either way.
Oh, okay, right.
Because I
So
don't
it's
know
not-
whether
it's
you
not
get the extra
10.
3.
No,
It's
it's not.
10 plus,
No,
okay.
it's not 10 plus. It's your proficiency
Oh, no,
bonus, which
proficiency
is
bonus.
your
Yeah. Okay.
level 5 plus
I'm thinking
expert
of
is
DC.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
thinking DC. Yeah. Okay, that's where we're going. That's where we're going wrong. That's why I was like, why is it absurdly higher than my athletics? Wow, that's a much better roll.
You got to 2. Double the score.
So I rolled a 19. So that's way better. 33.
33. Okay, so with a 33, you get a critical success.
Does that mean you can drag giant out as well?
No.
Oh, well, I tried.
Probably.
And you can
Well,
stride
Poppy
up
comes with me 'cause
to
it's
and you can
tad.
stride up to 5 feet.
So you can actually get out of range.
I can actually get out of
Well,
range.
except for obviously it can move back to you if it wanted to, but
Yes.
there might be other things happening by then. So,
Yeah, I don't want to get fireballed to the face, but I do. Can
yeah, much rather than that.
can I grab giant?
You have to also get giant free, which would then be the athletics roll.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But then you don't get to free move of 5 feet.
So you're free at the moment, but
I'm free at the moment.
So the point is, you've done one action to free yourself.
Yeah.
You could do another action, hopefully free giant,
Yeah.
and then a third action to move.
Unless it gets a critical success, and then can also
That's right.
move.
So the point
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
if it all goes well, you can escape with everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chances of all going well.
I mean, it's not a 1, so
There's always a chance.
26.
26. Okay, so yes, you get a success, not a crit success. As you have removed the grappled and immobilized and restrained condition imposed on Giant.
Right. Yeah.
So now you can try and
now
move
I
away.
can move away.
If it might get an AO if it's got that sort of action, but
You
not
now
anything
have
to,
to
but-
make a reflex saving throw to move through it because it is.
Yeah, I get grappled.
Or
again.
you could just try and throw Giant to the side so he's out of the way.
And then take a fireball.
Yeah,
Well,
but don't forget, I have Poppy strapped
Yeah.
to my back.
That's
He
what it
doesn't have quite. I mean, he has good
Cool, good.
reflex, so
go for your reflex. Jump out, jump away.
Yeah,
You can
I'm
do
gonna
it.
try
Pretty
and-
sure it gets minuses to reflex save strapped to you.
Yeah. Dice is not liking me quite as much today, probably because I'm at GM's house. 21.
21. Okay, that was the target number.
Oh, yes.
As you feel it's acid burning your clothing as you make it through.
Yep.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, but you just make it out of the mess.
Yay.
Does Parry act now? Because you had delayed.
You can jump in
You
any time.
can jump in and
I can jump in.
fireball the arms.
You were going to wait to see how effective our glorious warrior is.
Well, yeah, it was kind of
I mean, because the thing is that realistically, it's possibly not going to act again until everyone else had a chance to do something. So,
yes.
Yeah.
the,
So I'll delay until.
see if it needs an effect.
Next person up is Willie.
I'm going to delay to see how the guy with the flaming sword and then
Cordar sitting there thinking,
everyone's standing around watching
everyone
Cordar
go
going.
again.
So apparently it is Cordar's turn.
Oh, feels lit up.
You can't do it.
Cordar will grab his sword two-handed, call upon the flames, and see if he can sweep the whole thing away. Just like bugs.
Yeah.
Hmm. 3 on the dice is not so good a start.
Oh.
So that is a 22. Where am I? 21.
Okay, with a 21, your blade just doesn't seem to hit them.
Yes.
The arms wiggle out of the way.
Okay.
Where there's a wiggle, there's a way.
I'll have another try.
Wow. So much better.
Okay. 20. I think that I can ignore. Yes. Because with Exacting Strike, I can ignore the miss from the first one to an ultimate tempting. So I take a 20.
It is still a miss.
Still what? That one can miss as well? How does that work?
Gonna go for a third?
Do it. Get a nat 20 now or roll 1. We've got 3 too.
Yeah, so 1 to 1, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's bound to happen.
I mean, my dice rolled a 1. The only time
You
I've
have
rolled 1
quick draw?
recently is when I've been here.
No.
That means you pulled the slot out as your first action.
Yeah, well, normally I'm actually carrying the sword.
That's if you use
It's also
it.
part of my light sword.
Okay.
So.
In which case, then you still got your action.
No, I'll step back to, hey, you'd have to make it work to actually get to someone. In that
Okay.
I'll say, come on, chase me.
So, Cordar's now the furthest away from the massive
No,
moving
okay.
arms.
I'm telling you to come follow me. But
Cordar's now the furthest away from the massive moving arms.
But I will go furthest away from people too, like in the
Yes.
case I was trying to draw it away from.
So, Parry gets thrown to first because he's delayed the longest.
Yep. Perfect. Well,
Fireball, do it please.
fireball,
Just do it.
Okay. What is the radius of fireball?
20 foot.
And what is
Radius
the
or diameter?
20-foot burst, so that is radius.
Happy to go.
Let me just check.
Is it like D&D where you can choose where you put it, or is it just...
Yes, they have the ability
Some
to do
wizards
that.
can bend their stuff around.
Yes.
Whether or not Parry can.
No.
And whether Parry would or bother.
Okay, so the room is 35 feet by 35
yeah,
feet.
that's not going to happen then, is it?
Well, technically that means that there's no space left around. Huh? That's fine. The guy in the alcove might be okay, depending on how big the alcove is.
Alright.
So, reflex saving throws,
No.
Daniel?
Or are you not going to do that particular option?
I will see what my other...
You can try to target the far wall and only hit one or two party
Like
members
you
of
say,
your choice.
you're targeting it like
I
on an edge, therefore there's technically a 15-foot gap on the other side.
I won't fireball. I will. I know it's probably got resistances, but I just want to trial it out. I'm going to caustic blast it. It's a 5-foot burst.
And what sort of spell is that one?
It is a. It makes a reflex save, but.
Which school?
Hmm?
Which school? You are casting it in a temple, after all.
Oh, as in.
Which school of magic?
It's an arcane spell, isn't it?
It's arcane.
Yeah, so the acid blast type stuff.
Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, it's
What
something-
page was
It'd be
it?
evocation, surely.
Yeah, 319.
3.
Or maybe conjuration, actually. Acid arrow with conjuration.
Oh, yeah, true.
Caustic Blast is... They don't have them on them anymore. That's interesting. That's going to make it harder to actually associate with. They've actually removed the schools of magic from all the spells.
Acid, concentrate, manipulate.
As you were
Are
saying,
you saying that it's effectively the replacement of acid arrow?
Arcane
then it would be
Primal?
conjuration.
It's down as acid, cantrip, concentrate, and manipulate.
Yeah.
It no longer has a school.
Yeah,
Is
no,
it,
okay,
is it a tradition
under-
though?
under-
if we're working what
fire.
it used to be,
Tradition of arcane and primal.
yeah.
Which makes it really interesting for the Thassilonian magic, which work on the schools of magic.
Oh,
But no,
right.
but what I'm getting at is, did you decide that the caustic blast
Is the
is
acid.
the equivalent of acid arrow?
Yeah. Oh no, of course,
No,
acid splash.
Acid splash. Okay,
Oh,
I'll see what acid splash comes up in this one.
Because that's the other
It's
major
evocation.
change.
So acid splash looks evocation.
So have they
And
not
so
have they
acid
not
arrow.
updated the monsters to
Oh, really?
reflect?
No.
Well, I'm running a
It's an
module
old
that
campaign.
predates all
Yeah.
of it.
Oh,
So it's like,
So you got to
right.
modify on the fly.
Modify on the
So I'm
fly.
going to have to try to research and see what the new version of it is,
Yeah.
because the old version used schools of magic.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Or just, think about what an equivalent would have been back in the previous one and say, yep, it's still that school. Even if we don't
Because
use schools
the
anymore.
school of magic he uses is important.
Yeah,
Yes.
particularly
Okay,
in the
so-
place of the wrath.
Yes,
Evocation is probably good.
you throw your revocation spell, it goes off.
Yep, it goes off, so it deals 1d8 and then it makes a reflex save.
I was going
Actually,
to
no,
look
correction.
up.
It's automatically heightened, so another d8.
Yeah, I was gonna say your cantrip or
Just 3, yeah.
Looking for
The Rise of the Runelord book.
Rise of the
the white one just at the end of the clock, like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if I match up the schools of magic correctly, there are bonuses.
Ah,
And if you do it incorrectly, there are penalties.
no.
I believe that wrath and evocation should match up.
Yeah, it kind of seems.
Destruction.
Yeah. Abjuration, on the other hand, maybe not so much.
Or whatever heal comes under.
Necromancy, I think. Necromantic.
Yep.
Which is interesting, but yeah.
Well, I mean, there's definitely
death.
logic behind it.
Okay.
Necromancy doesn't automatically mean not life magic.
No.
Just gonna make sure Martin's okay for me to roll dice before.
Yeah, I'm okay for you to do it.
Yeah, the effect will be double or half or things like that. So,
10 points of acid damage.
and of course,
Okay.
also
Makes
double the
reflex
area
save.
for that fireball.
Okay, so you hit it with the acid
Large.
splash,
Yep.
Meta magic.
and it seems to look a little stronger.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
me
that's about right.
And you hear a gong go off. And
Round 2.
symbols on the wall start to appear
No.
and then fade.
Oh.
Give me a perception roll for parry.
Perception. 32.
Okay. Parry sees the runes for gluttony and pride.
Gluttony and pride.
Well, not providing you see pride.
Yes.
It's calling to you.
Saw the runes for gluttony and pride. Interesting.
I suppose, but did it look like there was space for other runes that didn't appear, or?
And you did see the symbol for wrath appear between them as well. But it looked like these ones were new, and then they faded away almost a moment after you glance at them.
Oh, okay.
They're only there for a brief moment.
Interesting.
Okay, so that brings us to Willie.
Sorry, yeah, so Billy's technically the first round, aren't you?
Yeah.
If you're going to do something.
Parry is so Quarter has acted
Search.
Alright, so
And
don't
there's-
throw us at it.
with a swing and a swing and another swing.
But did he actually, like, he didn't connect to
No.
it?
No, he was aiming a bit too high, thinking, try to small.
It's okay.
All right. Willie goes,
Hand to hand with the hands.
what could go wrong? Drop into Pug style,
Mm.
move over, which I'm assuming
No need to move. It's right next to you.
is it?
Yeah. It completely engulfed Doozer and stopped.
In which case,
High five, bro.
I'll do a
Flurry?
flurry.
High five, high five.
Because the flurry means he gets to add the damage together.
And I've got
Mm-hmm.
fuck it. I've got flaming hands. Why not?
Elemental, that makes sense.
Why not?
Yep, I would certainly go with, if you've got an elemental effect you can apply, definitely go
Why
for it.
not?
Unfortunately, like I say, Cordo didn't get to check how effective fire was, 'cause
A 30
Yep.
and a 28.
Okay, you got 2 hits.
Well, you can't cause critical for these things, sadly, as far as I'm aware. Alright.
Very hard to call crits on swarms.
Yeah. So the damage I add, and any. You want to know it's split up, or.
so in my 2
Add-
attacks,
add
I had
total
a
it
bit
up.
of if you can't cut
So
each
basically,
one.
The benefit you have is you get to total the whole thing.
before damage. Yeah. Alright.
On the dark side,
10,
they could have been the rolls on the unconscious dog.
23.
They could have been. They could have been.
23.
I will say that.
23, 26, 31, 35, 41. So that would be 41 is 47.
They're 47. Well, considering its damage resistance is not that high, you managed to slice and dice a big chunk of it.
Oh, okay.
Does the fire can do anything to it?
All of it seems to do
Yeah,
something.
like I say, because
Slash.
that's the other reason I thought I was going two-handed with the sword, because
And
it does
I
more
don't know,
damage.
for my last attack,
Mm-hmm.
why not?
Well, that's one action.
Yeah, but I had to drop into the stance.
Oh, that's right,
So,
two actions.
so third action is
Punch again
4,
with a minus
4.
-8 because you've had
Alright, okay.
2 swings.
The 2 swing counters attacks separately,
They do counter attacks, but he doesn't get the penalty on the double attack.
but he only needs subsequent attacks
Yes.
thereafter. Right.
It's like my Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
It does stack, but I also have bonuses because of Hunter's Mark and the
No,
effect on
In
the
that
weapon.
case, I won't buy.
Okay.
Worry about it.
Okay, do you move away?
Yeah, there's no point making it easy for the creature,
Okay.
so I'll make a move away from it.
Well, he has moved away. Okay, it moves into Sparky's space.
Nah.
But before the end of the round,
Yeah.
Is there anything more coming out of the voice from the thing to say don't touch the globe?
Well, he
No, I'm going to say there would be. I'm saying, has there been any more noise from that?
help.
Okay. Yep.
Can't get much out in that time.
No, okay.
Okay, so Sparky has been swarmed. It's all hands.
Reflex save?
Firstly, it is 8 points of acid damage.
Basically, it just oozes all over you.
Yeah.
And then grabs hold.
And then you get to make a reflex save.
25.
Okay, you just succeeded.
Oh shit!
You feel its fingers all over you.
It's very handsy.
Stranger danger!
So I tend to agree out on a certain drill's hand and just slap it.
Would you like to add a hand to the pile?
No, I'm fine.
Well, it's Sparky's turn now.
It is Sparky's turn. You can bring out the hand and have the spirit of Kendra join it.
You're not grappled at the present time.
I'll just do 2 attacks on so.
Okay.
A 35 upgrade.
A 35 upgraded, which turns out to be a 35 because you can't critically hit it.
How much damage? So not a critical.
4, 3, plus 5.
So you are currently standing amongst the waving arms.
Oh, okay.
You're a target-rich environment.
Yeah, so 12 points of magical piece.
Okay, you feel as if some of your damage got through.
Nice.
Then I'll do
You see a finger fall off.
I'll do another attack.
Really, pick it up.
10 plus 11, 29.
29. Okay, so yes, you hit.
Ooh, that's a good one. Max damage of 13. Magical piece.
Okay, you feel as if some damage happened as you see a few more fingers fall off.
Can I take a 5-foot step out?
That would be not possible because you're within. It has engulfed you.
Oh, okay.
But didn't he get grappled, did he?
He's not grappled,
trained.
but he can't take a 5-foot step in difficult terrain.
Yep. So you can move.
Yeah. But that'll take a, that'll do an AoE, wouldn't
But if you move, there will be a reflex save to do so.
it? Yeah, I'm gonna give that a try.
Okay, so you do a move with your reflex save.
Or at least you attempt to move.
Reflex of 33.
Okay, so yes, you manage to critically succeed in dodging the hands, and not a single grasp on you as you make your way out.
That's right, no, it's
Okay. No, sorry, my dark card is full. I've got to go.
Okay, Doosa.
Hi. So people have been successfully somewhat attacking this thing, right?
Yep. Willie was extremely successful. There are arms everywhere.
I don't want a hunter's mark it because it's going to target me again.
It's a swarm. You'll hunter's mark a single piece of the swarm.
I can't hunter's mark a swarm?
Not the entire body,
Oh.
because it is many
There's
creatures.
lots of individual targets that don't really have an
That's
effect.
one of the dangers of a swarm.
That's usually why you need area or elemental effects to actually.
That's why I love dropping swarms on you randomly and not in big groups.
Yeah.
Can I delay until... Actually, no. Scrap that. I'm gonna pick a wall that's like behind Parry.
I was going to say, you're going to duck into the alcove where it came from, so you might be out of range of the fireball.
Pretty much something along that lines. It's like I'm gonna get in behind Parry and just be like, Parry, don't
know,
fireball.
If you touch the sphere in the middle of the room, you put back to the alcove and had the barge to protect you.
That is true. It couldn't seem to fit through. Okay. So, that Doosa moves.
Yes, I move.
That brings us to Corda.
Okay,
and,
I will.
and I bring giant with me. I have Poppy attached to me, just to be clear.
Yep.
I will step forward and take another swing.
We never said you put giant down, so I'm assuming he's still in your
Okay,
hand.
I'm just making sure, okay?
Bloody hell.
Perfect to make sure. The dice are hating you today.
The dice clearly loved you looking after the dogs.
God.
For once.
You used it all up on the dogs.
Yeah.
So, well, you can either miss because that's a 2 on the dice again. Let's try a different D20 another different D20.
You're waving the flaming blade and trying to write your name.
Hell,
Did you do it for lunch?
I got to 7.
Did you do it for lunch?
No, close enough. I was thinking, I want to keep my exacting strike option, so therefore, because obviously it's harder to hit than I expected it to be. So when I'm missing, I want the chance of actually getting through more carefully.
So you spend a thing to step closer?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is last action.
Yeah. And it is 25.
25. You hit.
Right. So, yes. Previously, it was a 3s to miss. And I want a 3 and a 2 and a 2. And then 2 4s on D12s. 8, 13 points of damage, and if there's any effect, 5 points of fire damage.
Okay, it seems to burn slightly and take some damage. Which then brings us to parry for the fireball.
Obviously, Cordar's feeling more drained and sick than he was thinking he was.
He missed 3 times.
Alright.
Against a big blob.
People make reflex saves.
It is fireball.
It is fireball.
Okay. As the fireball goes off, the entire room is engaged in flame.
Okay, so getting out of the way doesn't help at all.
No.
No, okay. It was worth a shot.
Hang on. So Parry carefully stepped back to wait to see whether the melee effect could do it.
And then gave up.
Watched Willie rip it to shreds.
Actually, no, that's a good point. Actually, no, I won't. Okay.
Watched Sparky do damage to it with a dagger.
Yeah. Alright.
And then the fireball goes
Then
off.
the fireball.
And I get an extra 1 on my serving.
You did drop the fireball?
No, I didn't drop the fireball.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I won't drop the
Luckily.
Apparently.
Because it might have been toasty.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I will actually use a first level Thunderstrike on it.
First level Thunderstrike.
Yes.
How does that go?
So it gets a reflex save. Can I?
Do you want me to roll it? I might get a 1 again.
I'm assuming I make a spell attack on it.
If it gets a reflex save, you generally don't make an
Yeah,
attack.
normally it'd be 1 or the other.
It says you call down a tendril of lightning that cracks with thunder, dealing 1d12 electricity damage and 1d4 sonic damage to the target with a basic reflex save.
Yeah, okay, so he gets a reflex save. And
What's your DC?
22.
Okay, it gets a success, so it will
So
most
take
likely
half
take
damage.
half damage.
A target wearing metal armor.
No.
If damaged by the spell is clumsy for 1 round.
Okay, but how much damage do you do?
How much damage do I do? 1d12 and a d4. So d12. It's rounded down.
Rounded down.
Yeah, okay. So that's 2 electricity and
Minimum 1.
1.
1 physical.
1 sonic.
Sonic.
Okay, so it seems to still be going. You hear another gong go off, and Perry gets to make a perception roll.
I'm more throwing spells just to see what.
Yeah, you just want to read the runes.
Exactly. I'm interested in this. It's all going to end with a big fireball.
What was this spell?
Thunderstrike.
Thunderstrike. You have enough
So
with
that
what
was
school would be?
shocking grasp.
I'm assuming that it is equivalent of Shocking Grasp.
Yeah, it is.
What is Shocking Grasp?
Okay.
I think it's the same as evocation.
I wouldn't have thought, by the sound of it, it was doing some, executing some sonic. I wouldn't have thought it was much like Sonic Grass, but I can't think what else would be off the top of my head.
This is the update one of it.
But Sonic Grass is...
Shocking Grasp.
28 on perception.
Okay, so you see the 3 runes come up, and both the
Sonic Grass evocation again.
yes, both the runes of Gluttony and Pride fade, leaving the Wrath one there for longer, and then it fades. So last time it came up, and the 2 other runes appeared beside the other one, and then
Am I feeding this temple or something?
Well, the last one certainly fed the arms.
Well, yeah, because I gave it acid.
Okay, so that's Parry's
But then we're going to go ahead, number damage at that point. So.
Step up. Fire blows.
No need to step up, it's already there.
Oh, wow. Jesus, alright.
Eek everywhere. Like it's fireballs.
I really wanted to drop a fireball so badly. And I probably should have thought against it.
31.
That's a hit.
I was assuming you did. That's why I rolled my saving throw.
23.
That'll hurt.
23 is a miss.
Oh, well.
That's assuming the clumsy you introduced was clumsy one. Because he missed by 1 on top of that.
21.
21. Okay, so you slice and dice, and then arms go everywhere. You have disarmed it.
Thunderstruck.
You see probably about 10 old arms now just flopping uselessly on the ground until they stop moving.
Well, no, not uselessly, because one of them fell in front of Doomsday. Oh, okay. Oh, hang on, that's another righty.
Fuck you!
So that was another help from the what the hell are you guys doing in there? Or out there?
And you hear a voice from in there, 1 more spell to complete it.
Ooh, there's a challenge. And we're back to it then, I'm guessing.
Well, it's up to you what you do now, because you're now out of combat.
Oh, sorry, you actually finished it off. Okay, right, yeah, sorry. I thought when it talked about the arms going everywhere, I thought, well, that could happen last time too. So,
I've done a Hulk Hogan, and then I'm fuck you to the gods, or to the god, goddess.
Ray of Frost, I think, was also evocation. I'm going to frostbite.
Cordai's going to be going and having a look at the entrance way to the alcove where it came from.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, I heard one more spell completed. Why not?
Can you quickly look up Ray of Frost for me?
Why?
Ray of
You get free, whatever the hell this thing is.
What are we
Yeah,
What are
exactly.
we looking for again?
Just trying to work out what
What old school it used to belong to.
I'm pretty sure it's
Because they've literally removed all the schools. I thought they were just
sure.
not referencing them. Now
I've
they've
got the
removed them
right
completely.
Yeah.
It'd be under Ray of Frost.
Which is why having the challenge actually reference the schools a lot harder.
Yeah, evocation skill.
Okay, so there is a sound of a successful sort of note going in the room,
Hey!
as if you have completed a challenge.
Congratulations, you have summoned another
You
demon.
hear a booming voice going, "Well done. Emerge, apprentice, and accept your reward."
Okay.
This is a different voice to the one saying, "Help! I'm trapped! I'm trapped."
It is.
Okay.
As you see the door, the closed off area slowly rise up.
Huh.
And you see floating in the middle of the room a glowing stone of purpley colour with what appears to be rubies on it.
Ooh.
Because, admittedly, from Cordai's perspective, I would have said that the statement of one more spell will do it. He was thinking it was the same voice as the prisoner or the apparent prisoner trapped in there.
Nope.
I would have said it was worthwhile to be look at the prisoner to find out who might be trapped. But okay, it's a different voice, so that makes it much better to randomly follow the advice.
Yes. Listen, I got intrigued by all the runes lighting up on the thing, and then I heard one more thing will do it. I'm like, okay, that sounds like a good idea. Let's see what this will do. I want to learn stuff. And then I found that there's now a purple gem with rubies on it. So.
Yes. Of course, what kind of tone of voice was the one more will do
It was more of a pleading sort of raspy, I'm almost dead.
Nothing wrong with that.
And you see the person who had been chasing in the other side of the room who's saying, thank you, how may I serve you for saving me? So the guy with the tentacle out of his back.
Oh, the guy we've been chasing was
was
helping here?
and was apparently the one trapped in the behind the barriers. That you could have looked at and find out that, oh, hang on.
And apparently alchemy doesn't work in this room.
As he found out.
Yes. Let him get into the room, but didn't let him pass the test.
Yeah.
So he was also behind the door.
He was the one. He was the only thing trapped behind the thing with this glowing sphere.
That's right. That you released on the orders of someone you couldn't see.
Exactly. Perfect.
And he's been in here for 3 days now.
So he's looking very dehydrated.
Yep, because he didn't bring any food with him.
Yeah.
Probably almost
Why
as
would you
dehydrated as
see
Quarter.
He stole something from us. No.
No, he's the one that, killed all the sailors that took him to this island. And that we were as one of the three groups that two other groups that we were following to this island to try and secure the fact that, hang on, this Hollow Mountain apparently is activated.
We're after that
Pathfinders,
thing right
get the make certain that someone else someone bad doesn't get there first. Of course, they sent us.
This guy.
So, who grabs the floaty stone?
Yoink.
No, so Cordar was moving off to the other alcove to see if there were any more hand swarms coming through. So
Barry heard the evil voices.
Well, choose the lesser of two evils.
This is
It'll
going to
be
end
interesting to see
swimmingly.
what happens.
Have I got 2 shards embedded in my...
Well, isn't 2 sharps better than 1?
Yeah.
It's not a shard.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not a shard. I didn't think it would be a shard.
okay, unlike some people, you've got 2 arms to carry.
Because
it.
these things, like the shards are like well defined and
Yeah.
whatnot. So when I heard purple gem with things attached to it, I went, it's not a shard. I'm gonna still go. I did what the raspy reggae voice said.
Is
In the same tone of voice as the one that was saying, "Help! I'm trapped! I'm trapped!"
You followed the directions of the guy we've been after for like a week now.
No.
Yeah,
2 days.
No, these
3
are
days.
different voices.
No.
Oh, these are different voices.
I'm listening
Yeah.
to the raspy evil voice of the room.
Happened to free, by following that advice, happened to free the guy we were following.
Yes.
Right.
But it was not necessarily the guy following saying, one more will do it, because seemingly he may not have known enough about the room to understand that one more would have done it.
Yes.
So, I remember that we were following other people to the island, and we'd found the fact that yes, there was one of them had definitely slaughtered all his sailors and was probably a bad guy, because that was talking to the ranger guy that had been at the island for a while. He said that he'd seen them being slaughtered by the stuff.
So, Josh, what's your religious bonus?
My religion bonus,
Mhm.
I think it's plus 14? 13.
Okay, so you recognize the symbology on the stone as being that of the abyss.
Oh! Have I got a holy symbol of the abyss? Question mark?
Doesn't look like a holy symbol.
No.
A worshipping stone.
But he does explain where the voice came from. One more will do it.
And it is a 7-sided symbol of the abyss,
Whoa!
which you'd never seen before.
No.
We're talking the abyss where demons come from, yeah?
Yep.
Cool.
And it
As opposed
has,
to hell where devils come from.
and that the 7 rubies appear to be 7 bloodstones.
Wow.
Okay, so are we? Okay, so while he's distracted grabbing the floaty thing, Cordar was looking down that passage to the other alcove. I'm assuming it's effectively an empty space.
They're empty spaces. This
Okay.
appears to be a testing room, and you have passed the test.
Yay!
And gain the
first give it a
reward.
definition of pass. And so what I was trying to find out before was, prior to
Gain the
leaving
reward.
Magnamar, being told to come here to
Demon
actually check out the
Lord
land.
Yeah.
Where we warned Margot King, or whatever his name is.
You found out about Mark
He found him on the way, didn't
King
we? Like,
on the way from the guy outside who helped you.
yeah, that's right. So it's the sort of thing that he wasn't necessarily someone we were after it directly.
That's right, the cat.
You were-
He was not a very nice guy to do and slaughter all the
He's
sailors.
purring in
and
the
everything
back
like
of your
that.
head.
He slaughtered all witnesses.
And apparently he's unarmed.
Oh no, he's still got a sickle, and he's also got a tentacle, so he's got 2 arms and a tentacle.
Yeah. 3 times as many as Quarter. Doomsday.
And he does look like he's alchemical preparations on him still.
Yeah.
But they don't work in the room, do they?
Or that they don't actually allow him to progress the test.
But he can still throw them at people.
And he's offering to help if you're willing to feed him.
I'm a softy. I'll walk
Well,
over.
he hasn't eaten for many days.
Walk over. Offer him some water.
He
Offer him
happily
some
drinks.
Trial rations.
He happily eats.
You better not fuck us over, dude, or I'm going to do you hard.
You're talking about
Only if you ask me to, he says.
You're talking about the guy
With a
that
wink.
deliberately slaughtered everyone who
Yes,
helped
look
him.
at it.
You're doing this for the guy that we know has slaughtered everyone that helped him.
That's who I am. What can I do? You can't fight who you are.
I mean, you can. Just saying.
Your responsibility.
Sure.
Okay.
I haven't heard any update.
So he does tell you he's part of a larger cult based in the Gecko, as he calls it, one of the Irispan pilings in Magnamar. And the cult intends to unleash a virulent contagion he calls the Polymorph Plague. And if you help him out, he will help you stop the plague.
Sure. It's going to turn people into Cronenberg monsters.
Or give them extra arms.
Cronenberg monsters. Yeah. Body horror.
Mhm.
It's like the Fly and
Yeah.
that sort of shit.
I just asked whether or not Doomsday wants to get infected.
Well, you get to join your friends. Literally.
Oh, yeah. Stuck together.
You two can have 2 arms again.
2 left, 2 right.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
This way.
So, what happens when our wizard grabs the thing with the blood red gems and the...
It's usually like 2.
Well, he's obviously the best person for this because he's Parry, the buffest wizard known to man.
Series of science fiction.
Nothing bad has ever
He does have the Pride
Ben
Stone
the
after all.
Black Hero.
Well,
Or
he was the one who
someone's
opened up the
name,
thing
but
and it
yeah.
came out and
But-
he grabbed it and we all
He's
just
got
sort of went,
situation
"Okay,
where he's
well,
lost
Okay,
an arm,
whatever.
and he got a new arm replacement.
He's already got it,
Type
so-
thing.
Yeah.
But it was the same, like it was 2 right arms.
Yeah.
Or 2 left arms.
That's left arms, yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What could possibly
It'll
go
if it's a...
horribly wrong?
And he does pulse with power in Parry's hand.
Way.
Nice.
The power of the abyss at your fingers.
I want it.
No, please don't let Parry do anything.
I wish. Blah, boom.
So did the adamantine bars
If I break it on the
disappear into the
ground,
floor or the ceiling? Or
Into the ceiling.
if I break it open,
It's a bit disappointing.
We could always do the test again and then try to break them.
well, except no one's there to touch the.
There are spears on both now.
I except there's spear in the other one there.
It says you can take the test as many times as you like.
Really don't want to, thanks.
Well, it's also the fact that
Right.
we haven't actually got any way to cut the adamantine bar very easily. So
Exactly.
Yes, I break all my tools on the bars.
Mm.
They didn't manage to get a single bar.
Should we go to the room with the smacky things, eh?
We can go back now, yes.
Well, we wouldn't need to get trapped in there, though. I'll open up the pit underneath the doorway, and then the bars will come down. You could get under the bars. Assuming the bars are only the 10 or 20 feet
Well, the
long.
guy had activated the test and been stuck there for 3 days waiting for someone to be able to finish the test.
So wait, how come the monster wasn't attacking him?
Because he was on the other side
He
of
was
the
trapped
bars.
behind the bars.
Yeah.
There was only like a 2-inch gap between the bars. So
Oh,
That was
okay,
the
right.
guy.
Right.
Why he went down the wizard side as opposed to the fighter side?
because you think there's also a wizard because he's an alchemist.
Because, well, he's sure his magic would have worked.
Or it's the sort of thing that he's
Miscalculated.
But also the thing is, as an alchemist, he would have the acid flask or something like that.
And he
to toss it,
wanted the blessing of the goddess of wrath as one of its priests, which basically only magic users can get.
Oh.
Welcome, priest.
So yeah, 'cause technically, yeah, there's no evidence of the pathway of the axe having come this way, is there?
No,
No.
there's no way it could have.
So we could test. You could do the test again with the axe, going down the axe pathway.
If it involves another test,
Apparently, I've been blessed by the gods of wrath. What could possibly go?
He's
so
now an
many
apprentice of wrath, officially.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that if we go back out the way we
Actually,
came,
that kind of works, though.
But we still there's still actually an out with where we came.
no, as in go out the door that we came in.
Oh, the one just to the back next room.
Yeah, that gate that you indicated
The portal
to us
in the
might,
might be
might
open.
now be active.
So, well, I mean, obviously, the point being, yes. As far as we can tell, at this point, we're at a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
Like like, 'cause both,
You've reached
all
as
three
far as
alcoves-
this room
All
goes.
three alcoves they're just alcoves. They're not actually any passages or. Potentially worth doing a bit of a secret door check, just double checking to make sure there's no obvious or less obvious ways out of this room before backtracking. And then, yeah, technically we've got.
what does Tentacle Dude know about this place?
Well, we've got as far as he got. So.
Well, exactly, but like he clearly has known what to do in this place.
Well, he spent time and lives finding out how it worked.
And lives.
Lives.
Oh, as in the
Killing
minions. Yeah, right.
He didn't need a road to detect traps. He just said,
Yeah.
"Oh, yep, there's a trap there. Oh, okay, it's clear now."
Wave after wave of my own name.
Yeah.
But he was the only one to make it this far.
I'm gonna have to go, guys. I'm a bit tired, so it's all right.
Okay.
Have a good night.
See you later, Mark.
See you, mate.
Thank you, guys.
So I'm assuming that, let's say, Cordo is definitely not keen on talking to Tentacle Guy because that's other responsibility. He's going to be looking at, let's say, doing the search to see if there's any other passages or exits. I'm assuming there's not. They're not really fine.
He spent about half an hour looking,
Yep.
having a good thorough look.
And
Not
then-
touching the crystal spheres.
No, that's it. And then, well, okay, so Cordo will be ready to go back to the room that had the wizard or axe test.
What is it about the crystal spheres that make them dangerous?
It starts the test.
Yeah, good plan.
But
Yeah.
how come he got caught behind the bars? Or
He
did-
touched the one behind the bars.
Fortunate for him.
Oh, they were already down. How does that work?
No. So, like, when he walked in, it was a room with a sphere in the middle and 3 alcoves on the side. The middle alcove had a sphere.
Oh.
He went to the middle alcove with the sphere, touched it, got trapped, which at least meant that he was trapped on the other side away from the tentacle hands.
So basically, he needed to have more people with him.
Probably.
Or make use to actually cast spells.
Oh,
Yeah.
all that. Yeah.
It needed a spellcaster, he said.
Yeah.
Not an alchemist, apparently. They're not worthy
They're
as
not
far
worthy.
as the gods are concerned.
So it really was when he said don't touch the sphere, he wasn't just talking to the party in general, he's talking to Corda. Because the Corda probably can't cast spells.
Oh, well, so after the half hour we don't find anything.
Yep.
We will.
And you obviously got some more information out of Tentacle Man.
See if the gate is
so going back to the particular portal room,
Mm-hmm.
A, if the portal's active, or B, whether or not we want to actually try going down the arms pathway.
Doesn't seem to be active at this stage.
No. So whether or not we need to go down the arms, particularly we need to pass both tests.
Come on, Isa.
That is a good point, actually. Maybe we do.
Because, hey, we are talking the Runelord of Wrath,
Yeah.
who was definitely a magic user, and like a wizard, but also definitely into,
The stabby.
well, slashy, choppy with big heavy axes who ran through us.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you
so
want to give that a try?
Well, I mean, the point is that the only other option we've apparently got at the moment would be to try and go back to the room that had the multiple tracks leading to the staircase. If we can go back to that room, because the door to the
well, you can
statue
easily
room,
tell from here that it's
sorry,
shut.
okay, yeah, the door to the broken statue corridor
Is shut.
closed.
Yeah.
So we'd have to try and open that way first. So I'm thinking that we go the way we know we can open a doorway, and that it's not necessarily backwards is a better option.
Yeah.
But yes, whether or not that's the
Yeah, well, the door might open once you've done both trials.
yeah, well, and that's just it. We couldn't.
Possibly.
Yeah. Or it could be the sort of thing that hey,
Leap of
being a
faith.
portal type stuff, it might be the sort of thing. Well, technically, Tentacle Man apparently was able to activate the first portal, even if he did it badly, to leave it a bit malfunctioning.
No, that was just you.
It says no, it was already malfunctioning
was
when he
it?
got there.
Oh, okay. You just made it worse then. Yes.
He probably had maybe one or two more activations left in it when he went through.
Right. Way.
Okay.
So yeah, well, are you whacking the door, or do you want me to whack the door?
I can whack the door.
Let's see if you can.
Wacky.
I mean, really, Corday managed to mix a blob 3 times in a row. So. And besides, Corday's not like keen on whacking metal things with his sharp objects. Oh, well, I'm happy to leave the barbarian too. Okay, if you want to throw your axes at it, it's your job.
26.
That's a hit. Let's see if you can roll damage.
I really want to miss the door.
Because that's why Corday would not have used his sword. He would have put it in his hammer or his mace.
Very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do that. You can do it.
Do it. Maybe I can't do it.
Dink.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah, just close Discord so we don't need it open anymore.
10.
10. Okay, you... If I read this correctly... Okay, you hit it, there's a clang, there's sparks, not even a scratch.
I try again.
Apparently you didn't hit it hard enough.
No, yeah.
You didn't do as much damage that time as you did last time, so...
I rolled it 8 and a 2 last time with my damage, and I rolled a 3 and a 2 this time.
Okay, so the point is, it's probably got damage reduction 10 effectively. So.
If you don't do a whole point of damage to the door, it doesn't open.
Yep.
27.
That's another hit. Let's see if you can do the damage this
It
time.
didn't dodge this time.
Didn't dodge this
Of course.
time. Yeah.
It might be a critical hit.
Where's
Hey,
my
as long as
other...
I expect it's AC or 2.
They are definitely tasty.
They are.
Swing harder
Mate,
with your
feel free
one
to
arm.
gobble as many as you want.
I'm using my other D8 because
Come
apparently those other two
on.
hate me.
Strong arm.
That's better.
There you go.
That's much better.
Look at the caramel. It's a very natural flavour.
17.
Understated.
Okay, so there's a lot more of a dent in the door this time as you carve
salted
into it.
caramel flavour.
As then it slides away.
I'm
Yeah.
not entirely certain that salted caramel is a natural flavour.
That's a good point. Oh, but it has organic sugar. Organic brown rice syrup. Brown rice flour. Organic palm oil. Organic everything else. Organic natural salted caramel flavour.
flavour.
Yeah.
From
An organic salt.
organic
They've
natural
put
salted
organic
flavour.
in front of everything.
It's the wording's there just to trick vegans.
Yeah.
Okay?
And it's got Himalayan pink salt as well, so gotta
Himalayan
be
pink
good for
salt
you.
is a thing, and
Yeah.
it does taste different, and it's way better than normal salt. I can't have normal salt.
Okay,
I
so
can have it on chips, but I
Yeah.
can't
Okay,
have it
so
in
the
food
door open this
either.
time?
door opens this time.
Okay.
Now you now
What's
walk
the difference
into
between
a room as large as the
normal
room with the split pools.
Quite clearly.
okay.
Quite a large room. And you can see in the ground the symbol of wrath is huge.
Huge.
A huge symbol of wrath.
Way.
And anything else in the room?
The walls, floors, and ceiling of this room are riddled with cracks, testament to countless violent clashes in this chamber, along with the shattered bones and broken weapons strewn around the place. The right wall of the room is made up of iron and bears a softly glowing image of a rancher, while a partly collapsed rubbish-strewn corridor exits from the opposite side of the room, to the left.
So is this more statues that have decayed due to age, or
This was this would appear to be part of the testing was combat occurring in the room, so there's lots of broken weapons and bits and pieces.
oh right,
And yeah, as I said, there was a rubble-strewn corridor down one side, or something blocking the other way, or
Rubble strewn.
yeah. But I get the impression. I'm thinking there was some sort of statue or something in front of what might have been another possible.
Okay, walking down that passageway. Apparently they didn't put it on the map, but they decided to tell you what was there.
cool.
Useful.
Because, hey, you don't need a map for these things.
Now,
No.
how big's the room? Can I drop a fireball in and
Drop a fireball on the symbol of wrath, sure.
Well, yeah, but no. But the idea being is drop a fireball in the melee combat testing room.
Sounds
Yes.
a good idea.
Okay, and you find a room that is about 35 feet by 35 feet across.
What fireball size?
What was it?
Same as the last one.
Same as the last one.
Yeah.
Just smaller than a fireball.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't have 3 alcoves off the side of it, I'm guessing.
Does not have 3 alcoves, just the passageway in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've got melee
That
attacks.
rune of wrath, it fills the middle of the room.
No, well, that was in the previous one. That huge rune of wrath was in the previous room. So.
Okay, and
I think we've managed to walk past that big room of stuff with that.
as you start walking down that corridor, you do hear the door entrance into this into that big, large rubble-strewn chamber. A doorway covers the exit. As you hear it slide into place.
Okay, so the door we opened is now closed.
Not that one.
Different one.
The one at the end of the hallway that led into that big open room.
We used the axe to open the door, went down the corridor, went round the bend, came to another door.
Oh, there was no door there. It was just an open
Just a
area.
big space. Opened into a huge space
With the
with
symbol
the
of wrath.
symbol of wrath in the floor.
Yeah.
And lots of disused or broken weapons and things like that around. There was a corridor further down which had rubble through it. We've gone down that corridor and come to the 35 by 35 room, and we've now heard that the door that was open, presumably, we're now looking back and finding that
it
the
just means
door
like
was
you
there.
can't
You
run
can't
away
go
from this
backwards. Yeah.
test, basically.
You're stuck.
You're stuck. Yeah, pretty much. I presume the fact that people have run up the corridor, like, to run away from whatever.
Well, okay,
things
it's
are.
not exactly the yeah.
Okay, so in the corridor in front of you, you can hear sounds of shrieks and rasping coming from it, heading your way.
Shrieks and
Yeah,
rasping.
because apparently the bit I didn't read, it describes the room, and then afterwards it says, once they've walked so far down that passageway towards the room it's described,
Weird.
Okay.
It activates the
It
enemy
activates-
come through to test your skill at arms.
Yeah.
as you get a shrieking coming down towards you.
Drop into Tiger style. Because why not?
By Goron, we will beat these enemies.
So, Cordar's going to be pulling sword out, or got his sword. He's going to be strapping shield and raising it up.
And like all good things, if they're weaker than you, you just gave them power.
Cool.
By Gorm.
By calling Gorm. Sweet.
Well, as far as Gorm's concerned, they have to be equal.
Yeah. Yeah. You're all equal footing to me, right? Attack wise?
Well,
I'm better than you.
I was going to say,
We're
most
not
of
even.
them have got 2 arms.
Yeah.
No way. No chance.
Maybe when I had 2 arms.
Okay, so you see 4 creatures with glowing eyes coming down the passageway towards you.
Humanoid.
Yep, sure.
Long eyes. So
Yep.
skeletal. They're
With
mummified,
bird-like legs.
bird-like.
Bird-like legs.
Mm-hmm.
As in the backward bending.
Yeah.
So they're like harpies?
Raptor would probably look closer to a nice response of what they'd look like.
And how wide is the corridor?
Corridor is... It was 15 feet wide.
15 feet wide.
Wide enough that you could easily be swarmed by these things if it was only one of you.
Yeah.
As you watch it, these creatures scream, and as they scream, jaws come down and then split.
Oh, like Blade.
Yep, just like Blade. And you see a 2-foot tongue flick out of it.
Oh.
With a which what appears to have 3 spikes hanging off the end of it.
And you blessed him by Gorm.
Corridor, I'm thinking, I've got memories.
Right.
Kingspawn from the
We're gonna have a challenge.
Hellmouth, not the Hellmouth,
Sure thing.
Perry's gonna sit
The
back and
God
listen to
Glossary
the
type thing.
Nearly.
are we talking the same critters?
We are talking the same.
So
creatures.
vampires,
Yes.
apparently, if Luna was here, no.
Well,
no, Kangashira.
the problem was they were identified as vampires.
Exactly, that's right.
They weren't actually identified as the creature they were.
No, that's
So Cordar's memory of them is there's 4 vampires coming towards
Well,
you.
actually, no, because
They were killed by fire.
Kangashira said they were vampires. Cordar and most of the rest of the party were commenting, well, yep. They're strange. They're not vampires, but hey, yep. If they keep Kangashira happy, we'll go with that. So, but yes, they were affected by fire. So,
Fire.
remember, it's a wide corridor. That doesn't make it a big room.
And each of them is wielding a ranseur,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
reach weapon.
Yep. This is definitely familiar from Cordar's experience in the God Glossary or Godmouth. God.
And just to give you nightmare fuel, that's the actual picture
Yep.
of them.
Yes. They're unique critter for the Runelords.
They are the literal spawn of the sin.
Of wrath.
Well, they
all
can
the
be
sins.
they can be multiple. Like the different things will all have different things.
All the 7
They
of
come
them
out
have different powers.
That's right.
Yeah.
They appear quite similar.
So you're up against the beefier ones.
Particularly now they've been blessed by Gorm.
I know, right?
And as you see, the blessing of Gorham is with them.
Yep.
Well,
We need a challenge. Come on, guys.
are we doing this fight tonight then?
We could end it there and go.
That way Sparky doesn't have to miss out.
True. True.
And next session, we shall see what happens with the blessing of Gorham.
Hey, you said to start using it more often, so.
I did.
Yeah, duct tape your mouth shut.